New Midas.
There you go.
There we go. We have audio. I believe we can hear it now. All right. How about now? Can y'all hear us? Can you all hear us?
Yeah, let us know in chat if
Well, you
can
could also
hear
just
us.
check on. You could just check on the thing.
Ooh. Bango.
Can you hear us?
Hold on, I can check.
There it is.
You all hear us?
Yep.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yep.
It works now. There we go. What's
Okay.
going on, Jack?
Jack, come back.
Jack.
He's already here. He's
Daniels.
saying it works
Oh,
now.
thank you, Jack.
What is
Yeah.
Jack Daniels? Where have I heard that?
The whiskey, the barbecue sauce,
okay,
the
okay.
car dealerships.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of Jack Daniels.
There's a ton of Jack Daniels.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll just kind of let chat roll in for a bit, and then we will, and then once chat rolls in, we'll, get
get
things
to it.
underway. We'll get things going. We'll let the chat fill up. We'll let everyone get situated and associated with themselves. And yeah, also just retweet my live on my Twitter.
Got it. Hold on.
Retweet.
I already did it on the pod, so just do it from y'all's.
Betty.
So I'll keep an eye on
deal.
chat for now while we wait for everything else to fill in. That's funny though. We forgot to put the Midas in. That's hilarious.
We figured it out, though.
Oh, absolutely. That's just how it rolls around here. There we go. It just reappeared on Twitter.
Can we talk about Alperen Şengün?
Oh, we're gonna get to that.
We're gonna
Okay,
get to
good,
that.
good,
Yeah,
good,
we're gonna
good,
get to
good,
that.
Good.
And Jaime Jaquez.
And everybody.
Jaime.
But we already talked about Jaime Jaquez last week
We did.
Yeah.
ad nauseum. But
Can you guys believe? I'm not gonna say it. We'll save it for the you know what I'm saying. But I was
yo,
gonna
that's
say something
fun
about
for leaking
Nico.
stuff, bro. You're the
Huh?
one that'd be doing
Good old
it.
Nico.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna save that for tomorrow. We're not
Yeah,
talking about
tomorrow.
Nico
Tomorrow.
All right, so I'll talk about it right now because nobody's watching.
Yeah, that's it.
Nico Harrison,
is gone.
he's out
Yeah.
He's finito.
now. He
Is trash.
can you believe he broke up Luka? Can you believe he broke up Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson on the same?
Well,
team?
did you see the yesterday? Were the Lakers playing the Mavs yesterday?
Mm-mm,
No.
no.
But I think there's a photo going around of Patrick Dumont sitting next to a Mavs fan with the Lakers Luka jersey on.
Yeah, I did see
And
that.
they were like, "Oh, this fan is the one that caused Luka."
Yeah, that's why you thought they were playing the Lakers, but the Lakers were playing in Charlotte. The Mavs actually didn't play. He said, "I'm so happy Nico's gone, even though I'm not even a Mavs fan."
Of course.
I think we can all agree on that.
It's not a good. I mean, they were talking about it today on ESPN. Like, it's not good for Cooper Flag to hear that in his home games as a 18-year-old and the face of the franchise, being reminded of what they did. You want to have him get into his career and start a whole new chapter, not worrying about Luca. So now, hopefully, that'll stop in the arena, because he's gone.
Exactly. Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, we'll see. You know.
You guys remember that video of Nico Harrison taking the can of beer out of Luka's hands after winning?
Was that Nico?
No,
That was
that
Nico.
was not Nico.
No, that
not
was Nico.
Are you
no.
sure?
Look it up.
I don't think it was.
No, it was somebody.
I'm almost
else.
100% sure that was Nico.
No, it was
Like
somebody.
99.9, like Lysol. You know, it kills like 99.99% of germs. That's how sure I am.
Apparently, it says Michael Finley.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, it was Michael Finley.
Michael Finley.
Michael Finley
That's a name.
is apparently the guy in the front office, though, that's going to replace him.
Is he?
Nico. Yeah, apparently it's Michael Finley.
Well, whoever
I
is
don't
usually
know.
usually when a GM's fired, especially during the season, it's just next man up. So
Isn't he a
whoever
former
is-
player, Michael Finley?
Yeah, he is. I
Mm.
think was he the guy picked before? Was he the guy picked before Steph, or am I thinking of someone else?
That was Johnny Flynn.
Oh, Johnny Flynn. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another really bad decision.
He won a championship with Dirk. He was on that team, right? Michael Finley or no?
Michael Finley. Let me just look.
I don't know.
Michael
Jill, you
Finley.
saw Lenny Wilkens passed?
And
Lenny Wilkens. I
Remember,
didn't-
draft legend. We used to draft
he
Lenny
won in
Wilkens.
2007 with San Antonio.
Ah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Michael Ray Richardson passed today.
yeah, he just passed away.
Yeah.
I just drafted him like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Two guys
So-
passed within a week.
Why is there all these people passing away? Who's
Mike-
on the
Mike-
chat talking over there?
It's
How come
Jack.
I'm getting no one in
We
the
got Jack.
Because you don't have the chat.
Yeah, if you want, Gio, just put your
It's
laptop.
right here.
Gio, if you want, put your laptop on your lap.
Restart it.
Yeah. If you want, Gio, just have your laptop up with you so that way
Refresh.
you're not in the viewers' faces.
Yeah.
That way it's easier for you to also see the chat.
Click top chat. Click next to it. The drop
Yeah,
down. Click
the drop down
live
there.
Chat.
There you go. That's all we need.
Now it should show up.
There you go.
But I don't think you're gonna see Jack's comments.
No,
Why?
you should. I think
I
you
don't know.
do-
That's weird.
on YouTube you should see previous chats. That's how it usually works.
He don't have nothing.
But it's all right. Remember, Gio's laptop is ancient.
Yeah, Gio. Could
Yeah,
be.
but like it's
So.
still faster than yours somehow.
Well, I figured out why.
Why?
So I looked at the file sizes. His file sizes are double than ours.
Why?
I don't know. It's because of the new processing and the new chip and stuff like that. So
Maybe.
everything's running at higher
Yeah.
speeds and stuff like that.
That's why.
But if y'all are in the chat, say what's up. Tell us where you're watching from. Who's your favorite team? Let us know how you're doing tonight, and then we'll kind of get tucked into everything else once we kind of get underway. We got 8 of you currently in the chat. Tell us what's going on, man. This is our first stream in quite some time. We did the free agency stream back in July. So what, we're 4 months later.
Four
Yeah.
months
We're
later.
finally back. I mean, to be fair, there wasn't much going on during the off season for us to stream. So, we're going to have these ideally once a week, if not every other week. We'll kind of loop these in with our shorts recordings
Mhm.
and stuff like that. And once we kind of get everything, out of the way, once we kind of get situated into stream, we have an announcement to make. And Jack said, my favorite teams are the Pistons, and they're playing good.
I really don't believe your favorite team's the Pistons.
Why?
Out of every team you could choose, it's the Pistons who are in first place right now.
Yeah, why not, bro?
Are you from Detroit? Are you a Lions fan too, and a Tigers
Is
fan?
Jack a bandwagon?
Question mark? Hey, you
yeah,
never know.
come on.
Could be not. Look, I'm gonna trust Jack's word.
Listen, I told you I was right about Detroit
What about it? We all said
from
they were gonna be
from
good.
the preseason. He's too high. Detroit's too high.
Where'd you have him?
Third.
Where did I have him?
You had them 5th.
Okay.
I had them 6th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's up?
Jalen
It's Lee. I think I'm just gonna pronounce it Leon, 1988. Let us know if we're pronouncing that wrong. Watching from the UK. Love seeing your YouTube shorts. Thank you, man.
Thank
We
you. Love that,
appreciate
bro.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoy the shorts. We have a lot of fun filming them, making them.
We love the UK.
Yeah, we always got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
We apologize if we're getting a 4D version of Geo right here.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with
Yeah,
my
I don't
chat.
know. Are you not
Yeah.
logged into YouTube like in your account?
I am logged in.
You might not be. I'm not
No,
sure.
I'm looking at it right
You
now.
wanna? Are you on Safari or?
Are you
Chrome?
viewing
see?
Are you viewing the right stream?
He is. Yes.
I'm logged in.
Like, am I wearing a green hoodie on your
Yes,
thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
Imagine I
fair
was in a
enough.
past stream.
Dude, that would have been hilarious.
That would be funny.
But
Yeah.
yeah, guys, obviously, as you can tell by the title and, well, I would say thumbnail, but for some reason YouTube is not using our current thumbnail, which is kind of annoying because I spent 45 minutes making it. But, we're obviously going to be recapping the total madness kerfuffle that was last night in the NBA. And I really wish we were streaming last night because that would have been just the most chaotic thing possible. And, it would have been cool. But while we wait for some of y'all to fill into the chat, we have an announcement to make that we're going to put on the screen. Let me just pull this up for y'all right now.
Again?
Yep, because I forgot it's different scenes. All right, you can hear us now. Our apologies. So I'm going to have to just re-say everything I said.
Yeah, do it again.
The past thing, I just want to let you know. Caleb, what's going on? He said muted. We're back now. Our fault. We apologize. It's our first stream since July. Give us a little bit of a break. But once y'all let us know in the chat that our audio is good again, then we'll get right back into the announcement. All right, good. I can hear myself on the thing, so that's
Yeah,
good.
we're good.
Okay.
So
perfect.
chat, Jack, Caleb, Leon, anyone, can you guys hear us clearly? Let us know so we can, do the usual stuff. Just waiting for y'all to let us know in the chat. But while we wait for that, guys, how you doing today?
We're doing good. It's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know,
Tuesday?
we're getting
It is
closer.
Tuesday.
We're getting closer to the holiday season.
We're getting there.
You know,
I actually just made our overlays for Thanksgiving when we
Ooh.
released the episode on Black Friday.
it's beautiful.
So that'll be pretty cool.
They can hear
Leon
us.
said, I can hear you. Perfect. Beautiful. So,
Nice.
guys, as I was saying before I forgot to include the audio. On the screen right now, you're going to see playback.tv. We have officially partnered with them to stream live NBA games this season. This is big. This is huge for us. This is the first sort of deal we've ever made with the show. And I want to thank Brandon and the playback team for, everything they've done for the support and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to set a parameter on how many times we're going to stream per week because we could stream multiple times per week if we wanted to.
Yeah.
If there's any big NBA game that's on, we're going to be streaming it. We can either be here or we can be remote from our own homes. And I just ordered a ring light for my house so that way I can at least
Oh, nice.
not be,
Yeah.
dark when
Yeah.
we're streaming. And, there could be any combination of us on, whether it's, me and Antoine, all three of us, me and Gio, or if there's a night, Antoine, where you want to stream a game where me and Gio aren't around, get someone else that can join the stream and everything of that nature. We're going to have plenty of content creators and plenty of people on, some of our moderators as well. Shout out Kev, shout out
Yeah.
Prince. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Get them on that, man.
Yeah, we have to get them
no,
on.
seriously, that'll be
And
entertainment.
it's going to be a time for us to just live chat, live react, and really show more of our personalities, more than just doing this, because this is basically just commentary. So at least if we get to have the NBA game in the background, that'll be really cool. So playback is obviously on the screen right now. The link to join our room is in the pinned chat, in the live chat. So go join up.
My camera's frozen.
Again.
Yeah, I'm not moving.
Let's go, Antoine. What is going on, man? Let's fix you up right now. You might have to unplug everything again and plug
Man,
it back
Antoine,
in.
you spent all that money on that camera, and it's
It low-key could be
it's
the
not really-
It could be the PC too. G.
No, it's because we have the same camera, so it's struggling to recognize.
Oh, let me plug it back.
Yeah, go plug it back in. We're just dealing with all the technical difficulties today. That's just kind of how it's going.
yeah.
So,
Thank you guys for your patience.
yes, we appreciate your patience. That's the main reason why I want you to get a different webcam than us,
I see. What
so
you're
this
saying.
stuff doesn't happen.
All right, I just plugged it back in.
So, there he is. What's going on, Antoine? So Caleb said Jaylen Brown, all NBA first team.
Ooh,
What do we think
I
about
love
that?
this. Thank you, first of all, for the question. I love these questions. First team.
It's not a question. It's
Listen.
just a statement.
It's a statement.
Well, it's a question.
The
now
question's from
because-
me,
Huh?
saying, "What do we think?"
Oh, what do we think? Okay,
Yeah.
well, thank you for the statement because we turned it into a question.
Yeah.
I think when he shaves his head bald completely, he'll make it.
I knew he was going to say some
God.
Come on,
bullshit
you know
like
I'm
that.
going there. You know I'm going.
I knew you were going to say that.
Can we just end it, Jaylen Brown? Like, take
Your,
the
your
hair
camera
off,
froze again,
bro.
Antoine. What are you doing? Are you clicking things?
It's not frozen,
On the stream, it is. Yeah.
is it?
Let me see. I don't know.
Dang, bro.
It's frozen on my end.
You look
No.
Oh, it's not. I guess
You
it's
look
just
good.
frozen on there.
good. Yeah, he's chilling.
No, it just froze.
Oh
on
no,
live.
it's frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's frozen. All right, you know what
This
we're
is
gonna
crazy.
do?
Plug it into a different port.
Yeah.
You might have to. Just don't touch Geo's. So while Antoine fixes that Geo,
Yeah.
Jack says hot take: Tyrese Maxey, all NBA first team.
Oh, I don't think that's a hot take right now.
First team's a little bit much
I don't think so.
for the whole season though.
Well, ooh,
That's
I mean,
the thing.
I thought we were talking about right now, like so far, who's first team?
Mhm.
If that's the question, what's his name? Jack?
Jack, yeah.
Jack, if that's the question so far, I think absolutely, and that's not a hot take. If it's a projection for like by the end of the season, is he still going to be averaging like dang near 40?
Did you unplug Geo's?
No, did I?
Yeah, because his camera just froze.
Are you kidding me?
Sorry.
What is going on, bro?
But no, yeah, if he's still doing what he's doing right now, I think he can easily get first team.
All right, I'm gonna switcheroo.
Guys, we apologize for the technical
Yeah.
difficulties while we wait for the cameras to kind of get sorted out. Again,
Okay.
first stream in 4 months.
They are both
This is so scuffed,
They're
bro.
both plugged in now.
But they're still here though, so we appreciate you guys. Listen, we're gonna get started as soon as we can. As soon as we can.
As soon as we can would be ideal.
But I mean, Tyler, think about other guards that are really good or playing at Maxi's level right now. Can you name any besides Luca?
Luca's the best guard
Right.
in the league right,
Right.
now. I
Right.
think that's like an unequivocal thing. I think SGA is playing better than Maxi right now. It's
Okay.
another unequivocal
I
thing.
wouldn't.
I think he
I
absolutely
think
is.
automatically he's gonna get first team because he's the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
But
Remember,
I would say they're playing on par.
but it's positionless though when it comes to the
It is,
to
it
the
is.
MVP. I can't get
Gio's back.
I can't get your camera connected.
Mine's not working.
No.
All right.
You're just gonna have to have no face, bro. They said you was too ugly, bro.
Oh, it's working. It's working.
Uh,
He just unplugged it.
Okay, go ahead. It's blacking.
Let's try again. There we go. Okay. All right. So Jack said Nico Harrison winning GM of the year, and then Leon said first time watching. Of course, it would be scuffed. Of course. That was my main
That's what he
concern.
said?
Kind of going into this.
He said, of course it would be scuffed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not us if it's not scuffed. That's
said-
just
who
kinda
said
how it
that?
goes. Leon.
Leon, bro, listen. You're gonna love us, bro. You just gotta be patient, bro. I
Ooh,
promise.
we got a take from Caleb saying Cade Cunningham is better than Tyrese Maxey. And I absolutely agree with that. I don't think that's a hot take at all.
Are we gonna get into his 46-point triple double or?
We're gonna talk about all the games today.
Okay, my
Yeah,
fault.
we
My
are.
Yeah.
fault.
It's 6:51 right now. It's 6:55. We'll kind of jump into everything. We'll just kind of get some early questions out of the way before we kind of dive right in. But
I honestly like the questions. Honestly, if they kind of like asked questions and that kind of drove the live stream, I think that would be more fluid.
absolutely, yeah.
You know.
So obviously we know who Jack's favorite team is. For Leon and Caleb, let us know in the chat, who's y'all's favorite team? Where are you guys watching this from? We'd love to know where our audience is. And also, again, pinned chat in the live chat. Join our playback room. We're going to be live at some point. We got gaming links in the chat.
My boy
What's
Kev.
going on, Kev?
What's up, Kev?
I forgot
Every
he-
single day I'm trying to be like you, bro.
I
Just
forgot
know
he's got
that.
a personal account. I got to make him mod. Add as moderator. There you go, gaming links. Managing moderator.
Celtics for Caleb. Celtics for Caleb.
Caleb is a Celtics fan, as is Kev. He said, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Kev said that.
Yeah.
Kev, I'll tell you later.
The-
Hey, yo.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wild.
Hey, yo.
Wild. The world may
I
never
like that,
know.
bro.
The
I
world
like
might
that,
never
bro.
The
know.
world may never know. Caleb said Jalen Brown is all NBA first team.
Didn't he say that
Yeah,
already?
he already said that.
I mean, listen, when he gets his hair figured out, I'll agree with that. I agree with Gio because right now he's getting his spray all over everybody.
You
That's
saw what
crazy.
Rick Ross said?
No.
Oh yeah.
You saw that?
What did he say?
Yes.
Wait, what did he say again?
I
He was
forgot,
like-
but he was saying he's like
he was
"Babe,"
cooking him, bro.
He said you got to go to Turkey.
He's like, you gotta, you gotta let it go, Jalen.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
what he was like.
could we spare a thought in the chat for my man Leon because he is a New Orleans Pelicans fan.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
man.
I am
Is he injured?
So sorry.
He could be. You never
He
know.
might be injured himself. The fact,
I am
you know.
so sorry.
Also, we have a question from Jack saying, "Do you think Denny Avdia will make the All NBA jump?" Listen, man, he's in my fantasy, so absolutely.
So
I think he definitely can.
Wishful
would,
thinking.
I would
Wishful
change
thinking for sure.
one word: all-star jump. Being an all-star is first for him before all NBA.
Well, that's natural. Usually, I mean, what All NBA players aren't All Stars?
Well, then let me ask: will he be an all-star?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess.
But
yeah,
they're
fair.
like all NBA players are All Stars, but not all Stars
Yes.
are All NBAs. That's kind of how it usually goes. But Kev said, "Is it 6 or 7?" I knew you were
6'7",
gonna do that.
6'7", 6'7",
Oh,
Okay, yeah, let's
stop it.
not do that, Gio.
6'7".
Let's not do that,
Stop
Gio.
Yeah, you can put me in brain rot prison.
Yeah, we definitely are. Caleb said nah because we never talked about LeBron's hair.
LeBron.
It's a good point.
I don't
That
think
is good.
LeBron had.
I mean, LeBron and KD have given up.
They have. Yeah. LeBron is shaving it down a lot more.
Yeah, KD's practically bald at this point.
I feel like
KD
they
is
went to
practically
Turkey, bro.
bald. No.
Could have. No, if they went to Turkey, they'd have their luscious locks flowing again.
Would they?
Yeah, they would for sure.
Mm.
I don't know. It's always
But
like,
they
it's
did
always tough.
something because Brown was his hairline was receding.
And now
back
we,
in like
now we have Kev's
2011.
other account saying,
Yeah, I
who's
know.
that Kev guy?
Well, you just logged into your other
It's just-
account. Come
Yeah,
on.
this is the one we used to make videos on.
God, yeah, exactly.
So shout out gaming links. But guys, it's 6:55. Are we ready to kind of, like that's the right one.
Yeah.
All right, so
Let's rock.
I'm gonna pull up the box scores on these games from yesterday, and I think we're just gonna talk about all of them because let me tell you guys. I mean, in Gio, obviously for those of you that don't know, Giovanni Squatteri lives under a damn rock, and you know he doesn't know what's going on. Should I just pull up the NBA?
Oh, Jack has just said audio.
What do you mean audio? Why is it bad?
no,
Oh no, he said message retracted, so we're good.
Yeah.
We are good. We just changed the overlay. What was yesterday's date? Do we know?
Milwaukee
Yesterday
Bucks.
was the 10th.
Yes, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yesterday was
Crazy.
the 10th.
The 10th? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the results. Games. There we go. Schedule.
Yo, how are the Suns not bad?
Look, I'm telling you, man.
I mean, they're playing the easy part of the schedule right
Is that what it is?
Well, no, remember
Yeah.
like last year when the Nets started off like 12 and like 5 or whatever? Here we go, November 10th. Caleb said Josh Minnow, sneaking most improved player.
Josh Minot is kind of low key going off. He's having some good games. You know, he's starting for them. So
I was going to pick him
Came
up
out
in
of
fantasy,
nowhere.
but he's just not getting enough points for my liking. you
yeah,
know?
yeah, I know.
Should I just go in order of the top game on the website?
Sure, yeah.
All right, Giovanni Squatteri. Are we ready?
I was locking in, bro.
Let's lock in. Let's go. So we are jumping into the first game. We have the Los Angeles Lakers against the Charlotte Hornets. We're going to start off kind of tame because this game wasn't necessarily a game-breaking game, but it did have some big-time performance. Luka Doncic obviously had 38 points. I haven't used the NBA website, so I got to find the rebounds and assists. I think it's right here. So
They-
6
they-
rebounds,
yeah, they
7 assists. They switched
They
everything
switched
up.
everything up.
It's better on ESPN.
6'7".
Okay, bro, that's great.
My fault, bro.
It's great.
My
It's
fault,
great, Gio. But yeah, he had 38 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, only 2 turnovers in that game. Meanwhile, Austin Reeves contributed in with 24 points, 21 for Rui Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton himself playing very well, I might add, 14 points and 6 rebounds. And, over on the Hornets side, they're kind of struggling. LaMelo Ball's still out. Miles Bridges, unfortunately, had a phenomenal game. He had 34 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, was 7 for 12 from 3, which is quite insane.
Oh, yeah.
And then, Con Kneppel chipped in with 19 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. He was too lazy to get one more assist. Would have had him a triple-double. And Colin Sexton with 13 points. So, Gio, I know you're very high on the Lakers. You're very high on Austin Reeves.
I'm not high on the Lakers.
He's high
You-
on a.
You just are a hater of the Lakers. Can
You're
we
just-
talk about that?
you're-
Why do you hate on the Lakers so much?
Because the Lakers.
Yeah.
You're high on the.
Unwarranted.
You're high on the LeBron-less Lakers.
I am. Thank you
The
for saying that.
LeBron-less
He's
Lakers.
on the. He's
I
high on the
actually-
LeBron-less.
I'm not a
Exactly.
fan of the Lakers when LeBron's on the court.
Well, they're 8-3 right now.
And let me tell you why. Because bro brings the team down. Can we talk about that? What do you guys think in the chat about the Lakers without LeBron versus the Lakers with LeBron? Let me know. Are they better without him or are they not?
We got Navid in the chat saying VJ is better than Cooper Flag.
Ooh,
I mean, I
have
think
to
that's a
see.
given.
I mean, we have to see.
we
Right
have to
now, at
see.
least.
I think based off of pure talent, I think Cooper Flag is the better player.
100%.
But we'll see who has the better output at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Because, VJ's obviously in a better situation to succeed, where Cooper Flag is in a team that looks like they're about to tear it down.
yes.
So once they tear it down, hopefully they do, then he's going to have the keys to do whatever he wants, rather than playing off of guys that, do the same thing as him. But talk about the Lakers.
I mean, no, that's all I needed to say.
That's all you needed to say.
Yeah,
Fair.
like. Yeah.
Let us know. So
But
Leon said,
I want to. Okay, sorry.
yeah, Leon said everyone but Laker fans hate the Lakers. It's fair. Laker fans always have this gimmick
Yeah.
of everyone just comes back against us. Everyone pops off against us. And,
It's true.
you can Google every player that's ever played in the NBA in history. There is a Lakers jersey swap of them.
Mhm.
Laker fans insert themselves into as many situations as they possibly can. And, that's why people don't like the Lakers, because there's BS like that going on. And, obviously last night was probably the final straw, I might imagine, for the Mavericks with Nico Harrison. And for those of you that do not know, we are not going to talk about the Nico Harrison stuff tonight because we're going to record the podcast tomorrow. We obviously want the big segment at the start of the show. So we're going to talk about that when the time comes. But Antoine, Luka Doncic, you two were both very low on coming into the season. You both said he wasn't arguably a top 5 player in the league. And I tried to make the case that he was. You put him like 6th or 5th in
Yeah, I
top
did.
5.
My fault, bro.
So
Yeah, because I put Tatum and AE over him.
exactly. So obviously, Luka Doncic is
Fourth.
arguably playing like one of the best players in the world. He's already averaging like 40 points basically. So with Luca right now, what do you see from him like later on in the season? Can he win the MVP? And how far can he take the Lakers, no matter if LeBron is in the lineup or not?
Well, I mean, he's in MVP comment right now. He's averaging almost 40 points a game.
It's insane.
Obviously, it's on inflated games because he did miss a few. But we got to see when LeBron comes back, because if these numbers drop off, we know that clearly he can't do it with LeBron. I mean, I guess we are getting a taste of post-LeBron Laker basketball,
and it's
where
good.
it's phenomenal right now. And, you know, they're bringing out the best of guys that have gotten moved on from different teams, like i.e. Ayton and Smart and Laravia.
Right.
You know, Luka and AR, that backcourt duo. We get to see when LeBron gets back, honestly, because like right now it's MVP basketball for him 100%. I just want to see when LeBron, because if his points drop off tremendously, then we have a problem.
I
All right.
hope it doesn't.
I don't think it will. I do think LeBron's body's right now not like, you can have like hamstring injuries, you could have knee problems. He's got sciatica. I have sciatica. I know exactly how he's feeling, where when your sciatica triggers, you essentially are immobile for the rest of the day, where it could be anything. Like I'll have nights where I feel like blood is just pooling in my foot and I have really bad foot pain. Sometimes the pain radiates up and it hurts my jaw. Sometimes it hurts my neck. Sometimes it's just straight up back pain.
Yeah.
You really don't know. So LeBron obviously is going to be like 41, 42 by the time December 30th rolls around. And Luka Doncic is averaging 37, 9, and 9. Like there's absolutely no reason why he shouldn't be the engine of the offense.
Yeah.
And the way he's playing,
Right.
I don't see why he shouldn't be in the MVP conversation at the very least.
Right.
Yeah.
Because right now, I would say it's a 5-horse race because Luka Doncic is playing incredible. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is obviously playing incredible. Nikola Jokic has been quietly insane the past 4 games.
Yes.
Victor Wembanyama, who we'll talk about in a little bit, is just ridiculous. And I'm forgetting the last player.
Cade Cunningham?
Not Cade Cunningham, no. It was...
Say SGA.
I said SGA. Giannis.
Giannis.
Giannis is literally carrying this Bucks team
Yeah.
to levels that we didn't think they could even reach.
Yeah.
Speaking of Wemby, Jack said, do you think Wemby can get a quadruple-double this season?
Oh,
Well, just
easily.
quadruple double. I think so.
I don't think he'll get it this year. At some point in
yeah.
his career, he will.
Yeah,
He's definitely.
100%.
What do you have, like 14 blocks in one game this year already?
No, he had 8.
No, he had 9.
8 or 9.
9?
Yeah.
He came close a few.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, the person that actually came close to it last year was Josh Giddey.
Yes, that's right.
He
What
was
do you have, like
he was 2
steals?
steals away from getting a quadruple-double.
Oh,
yes.
I think he had like 30 something points. He had like 15 rebounds, 12 assists, and he had 8 steals.
Yeah.
And it was against the Lakers, and it was just a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, obviously, Luka played well. There's really not much else involved with the Lakers. We know how good Austin Reeves can be. It's really
Yeah.
just a matter of what does this team look like when LeBron James comes back.
Yeah.
And that's really the main sort of thing, and I just don't really know.
But you can't just say you don't know. Like,
When
give
LeBron
me
has
something.
no timetable right now.
But give me something. Like, what do the Lakers look like when he comes back? Is he the first, second, third option? Like, what is that?
I don't think, because like
He'll be the second
he
option.
can react.
So even over Reeves and what he's doing for this team, that's over with once LeBron comes back.
I don't think it'll be over with. I just think-
LeBron can re-aggravate that injury at any moment in time.
well, he won't, but
mean, I don't know.
We're
it's
saying
just-
if he's healthy and
if
if
he's-
he's in the lineup, what do the Lakers look like? That's what we're saying.
I think the Lakers look.
I don't know.
I think the Lakers do look better when LeBron comes back.
Okay.
Oof,
I
would
do
hope so.
feel-
I
So-
say yes only if he takes a back seat on offense and if he really begins to lock in on defense.
I don't think you're going to get the lock in on defense. I think he's actually going to elevate the offense a lot more because he's a player with gravity. He's going to open up the floor for so many other guys. I think it's actually going to help Austin Reeves out more because
Disagree.
I
Reeves
think so.
is a phenomenal player with the ball in his hands. He can play off ball because he can shoot,
Exactly.
but he's so much better with the ball in his hands, and we see that because he draws so many free throws. He gets to the line. I saw one
His
game.
whistle's
He
insane.
dropped 50 points and he got to the line like 20 times. That's when he's at his best, when he's doing his thing with the ball. And I think you're limiting Austin Reeves if LeBron's on the court and he's the second option behind Luka.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? I think the Lakers are better with this dynamic duo. And if LeBron takes a backseat, becoming the third option, they're a better team. I promise you.
And we'll just have to see.
I hope.
We
hope
know
he
how
does.
your hot takes usually go.
Listen,
So
this is one that I'm banking on.
hey, let's see.
Yeah.
We can only hope. Leon said, how many people have had a quadruple double in NBA history? There's been 4 total.
Name
so
them.
Nate Thurmond had 22, 14, 13, and 12 blocks in 1974. Alvin Robinson had 20, 11, 10, and 10 steals in 1986. Hakeem Olajuwon had 18, 16, and 10 with 11 blocks
Dave
in 1990. And David Robinson, most recently in 1994, had 34 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and 10 blocks.
Wow.
So that's just an insane stat line to
Yeah.
just have in any sort of, you know, in any general day.
Mhm.
But, you know, the Lakers are going to be the Lakers. That's just kind of how they'll go from there.
Yeah.
Ready to get into the next game?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get into one of the thrillers. This happened last night between the Washington Wizards and the Detroit Pistons. Could you imagine this game not even 3 years ago? This would have been probably the most boring, bread-ass game
Yeah.
they actually played back in 2022, I believe. They were both on a humongous losing streak. The Wizards ended their 16-game losing streak. The Pistons went on to lose 16 more of those games to their famous 28.1. Thanks for the info. No problem, my guy. I got you. But in this game, it was insanely sane. The Washington Wizards came out hot. Alex Sarr was playing incredible. CJ McCollum was hooping. And then
Yeah.
they realized that, oh, we got a tank. So they really started throwing in the towel, and the Pistons
Hilarious.
started storming back. And Cade Cunningham played out of his damn mind towards the end of that game. I think did he have like 18 points in like the fourth quarter or something along those lines? And the player we need to talk about in this game was Dennis Jenkins.
Yeah. Who is that?
Oh my God. This dude popped off, hit the game tying three on a broken inbounds play
That's crazy.
at the buzzer to send it to overtime. And at the end of the game, the Pistons take it home 137 to 135. Just absolute insanity. Cade Cunningham, 46 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists,
Hold on.
5 steals, and 2 blocks.
Do you want to read how many shots he
Yeah.
took?
Well, I was going to get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to get to
Less
that.
impressive when you see that.
Well, it's yes and no, because here's why. He went 14 of 45 from the field. That's egregiously bad. 2 of 11 from 3. Really bad.
Wow.
The good thing,
the free throws.
he only took 18 free throws.
That's a lot of free throws.
But look, we saw SGA take 26.
Yeah, but
If SGA shot 14 of 45 in a game, he'd have 95 points.
That's crazy.
but still, bro, like
I mean, I guess, but you know, that's a really like inefficient night from Cade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what made him like?
He just
I guess
he has not been
45
he has
shots?
not been shooting the ball well at all this season. It's just he's been really inefficient. You know, 14 to 45. It was 9 to 20 the other night. 13 of 18 is good. Then 13 to 28. So it's been hit or miss from 3-point range. He's just been not good at all. 2 of 11, 1 of 4, 2 of 6. You know, he can tighten things up. You know, in that regard. From the field this season, he is shooting
43%.
43%. That can be better. 30% from 3 is just not good at all. 77% from the line. He'll get better from there. But you know, obviously last night the story wasn't about him. The story was about Dennis Jenkins,
Yeah.
who finished the game with, I believe it was 24 points and 8 rebounds with 4 steals.
Yeah.
Shot 9 of 17 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3-point range, and the NBA world finally will know his name.
Yeah, he's a rookie, undrafted out of St. John's.
Oh, wow.
Played in our backyard last year with that team
wow.
that made it somewhat far in the tournament. But yeah, you know, they got someone on their hands there right now, it looks like, because that bench right now is looking really thin.
Yeah, obviously they're going to be without Tobias Harris for some time. He's got a high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
And I think Isaiah Stewart, I think he's injured for a week or 2. I think he has another sprained ankle.
Don't forget about
Oh.
Jalen Duren last night, too.
I was going to get to him, bro. 19 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 5 turnovers. He can tighten that up a little bit. But, you know, Antoine might be right, man. Jalen Duren is turning into an all-star.
Oh, yeah.
And in a weak Eastern Conference, like, he could easily get all-star votes. I'd actually go on and say, would you call him the best center in the Eastern Conference right now?
I mean, there's Bam still,
That is true.
right? Who else? Who
Yeah.
else is in the East?
Mobley.
He's not a center.
He's not a center.
Jared Allen's the center.
Jared Allen's
Vooch
good.
is playing
Vooch
good.
is playing
Who's
good.
playing good? Cat.
Cat is in the East, right?
But Mitch is playing center right now.
Right, yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the thing.
I would put Duren
I would
up
say
there.
he's top 3 for sure.
I would put Duren up there.
Duren's top 3.
Jack said, bro, I just came from dinner. What are you guys talking about? We're going through the games from last night, and we're talking about Jalen Duren right now.
Yeah.
Jalen Duren, we're trying to figure out where he ranks in the Eastern Conference amongst centers. So I think unequivocally Bam's number 1.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty
I
fair.
think so.
Low key, I'd put Jalen Duren at 2. I mean, who's better than him? Is there
think
anyone
anybody right
else
now.
that's better than?
If Cat plays center,
I
I'll
still
put Cat.
I don't like the way Cat's playing this season.
Yeah.
I would
No?
say Jalen Duren's playing better right now, and then I can't really think of anyone else. Porzingis hasn't been consistent right,
Right,
now.
right.
No, yeah.
No one else really's been up to the task.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So I think Jalen Duren's cementing himself into some pretty cool conversations. Oh, Joel Embiid, kind of
Yeah.
Embiid.
forgot about that. You
Even
know
the
what?
shell of Embiid is still.
Yeah.
I'll put him above him.
So he's at worst, he's a top 3 center in the
Yeah,
East,
that's what I was saying.
100%.
which is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Now, if you incorporate the West, you get into some different conversations and different players and stuff like that. That's where the discrepancies lie.
Yeah.
But the Pistons are they're playing really well. They're first in the East after losing 28 straight games 2 or 3 years ago. Like Gio, just talk about the journey this team has taken over the past
Yeah,
3
man.
years.
I mean, they went from Andre Drummond being their franchise player to Cade Cunningham. So quite a leap, I must say. Yeah, I mean, Reggie Jackson was their go-to point guard in those years, and they were actually not terrible. But then after that era of the Pistons, I can't even name you a player on that team. Because number one, I'm such a casual, and number two, those teams were just so relevant. But ever since then, it was probably like a good 7 years, 7 years until they started drafting well. They got some guys, they picked up a few guys, and now they're looking good. So
Yeah, man. I mean, I think the coach is a big thing. And I remember, Antoine, we were talking about this a few weeks ago where they went through Monty Williams and, things were just as bad as they could be. And you fire him, you get JB Bickerstaff, who has a chip on his shoulder after losing with the Cavs, and you bring in adults in the room around Cade. And, Gio, you were a guy that always called JB Bickerstaff mid. You said last year in our mid-season awards, congratulations for being better than mid.
Yeah.
How are you feeling right now?
I think right now, I mean, the way Cade is playing, this is not sustainable for the Pistons to be number one.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still playing good, but inefficiently, as you said. So I don't think him being the leader of the team, the best player on the team, he needs to be more efficient in order for them to stay top 3 in the East.
Right.
And if he's not, they're going to come back to a mid team, right? They're going to be a 5 or a 6 seed if he's not going to be playing
Right.
efficiently. So right now, obviously, it's early, but I still think JB is a mid coach. But that is better than trash, right? So
I
you have
mean-
levels. There's tiers. There's trash. There's mid.
Mhm.
There's good. There's great. I would say he's a mid to a good coach.
So you think he's like top 15?
I would say I would say he's top 15.
I think he's better than that. I think he's easily a top 10 coach right now. I mean, considering
And I
he's won
understand.
coach of the
I
year.
understand that. I completely understand that, especially the way the Pistons as a whole is playing right now. I understand it completely.
Yeah.
But to me, I think by the end of the year, you're going to see the Pistons drop off a little bit. They'll probably be like a 5 seed.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But I mean, look, it takes good coaching to go into Madison Square Garden in the playoffs and win both your games.
Yeah.
So that has to be stood for something. And, I think if Malik Beasley is cleared from everything,
Yep.
he is going to go back to the Pistons. There's mutual interest. He wants to go back so badly. That's their missing piece, I think, because, Duncan Robinson's cool. He's a good shooter, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malik Beasley does a lot more for them. He's
Right.
more familiar with the system they run and stuff
Right.
like that. That I understand.
Yeah.
And obviously on the Wizards' end, I didn't think CJ McCollum was capable of this at this point in his career.
The heck.
42 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, 5 of 10 from 3, 14 of 25 from the field.
Who does he think he is?
He thinks he's Damian Lillard.
Yeah, I mean,
He thinks he's prime Bradley Beal. Like,
Crazy.
props
an
to him.
incredible game. 20 points from Cam Whitmore. Did you see that dunk he had
Yes,
on
I
Jalen
did, yeah.
Duren? My
That was
God.
disgusting.
And obviously, we cannot forget the 15 and 15 performance from Alexandra Sarr. So, congratulations to him on a good game.
Yeah.
What about what's his name? George?
Kaishan George, he had
Kaishan?
14 points on 1 of 5 from 3.
Oh.
So,
He's kind of inconsistent a little bit.
yeah.
He's
But
working on
I
it.
like the way he looks on the court, though. He look like the eye test he passes.
Yeah.
He
I've-
does
I've
pass
said
the eye
that
test.
before.
Exactly.
He looks like a hooper. Like some guys just don't look like hoopers. You know what I mean?
Jack said Thunder are breaking the wins record.
Oof.
What's the most?
Ooh.
73 and 9, right? From the
Yeah.
Warriors.
Yeah.
And then Leon said that stat from CJ Hurts.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Those
So-
veterans, every now and again, they can
Yeah.
have those games.
Well,
you know
he's a
what
Pelicans fan, remember?
I mean? Oh,
Yeah, but
So-
you didn't want him on the Pelicans.
No, but, like,
don't
you-
worry about it.
You did at the time, but he was dreadful with the Pelicans.
yeah, he was.
Like he was not a help to them. But very good game. So shout out the Pistons, shout out the Wizards. We'll see what they do from here on out. Into the next game we go. We got another good one, boys. We have got the Portland Trailblazers against the Orlando Magic. So the Magic have not been good, like
Nope.
at all. They still can't find a way to shoot the three ball. Desmond Bain has been averaging like 11 points, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He hasn't been good at all. On the other side of things, like I had told you they were going to be, the Portland Trailblazers look really legit.
They do.
I mean, they look really good. Denny Avdia's on fire. Tumani Kamara's playing great. Shaden Sharp. Drew Holiday is turning back the clock to the Pelicans days. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Leon, but it's just the truth. He's playing out of his damn mind.
Yeah.
And, they duke it out last night. The Magic were all out of sorts in the first half, didn't look clinical whatsoever. In the second half, the Blazers kind of fell back into old habits, weren't really playing so well. They were down by 10 with like a minute or two left. They storm all the way back. Shaden Sharp misses a free throw. The game was tied. Paulo gets fouled right at the end, and he misses both free throws. So
Very LeBron-esque.
very LeBron-esque. I guess if you're comparing it to what's his face, I guess if you're comparing it to Paolo, then it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then right at the end of the game, I definitely said that whole sequence out of order, by the way, but at the end of the game, Desmond Bain receives the inbound pass over three people, hits a game-winning three at the buzzer to take the game by a score of 115 to 112. Before I get into the stats, Antoine, thoughts on that ending?
I mean, listen, I need Bane to start racking up points in fantasy, or else he's gonna hit the bench. But I saw the shot; it was a phenomenal game winner.
Yeah.
What did he do? I didn't see the shot.
It was like
Fadeaway
just
three.
like right away, catch, shoot over the guys.
Was it open or
No, he was
heavily covered?
no, he was covered.
Heavily, it was like
yeah.
it was like 100% smothered.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I hope this is a turning point for Bane and also the Magic because, I have a lot of stock in Paolo, and right now I'm kind of like maybe close to selling it. We'll see. Same thing with Franz. Suggs as well. I have Suggs on my team. I benched him. I don't know if this core is gonna work for them.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't think the problem is them.
You think Jamal
Who is
Mosley?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think Jamal Mosley might be
I
an
think
issue.
I think he might be the problem here.
Who's the first coach fired?
I said Willie Green.
I said Brian Keefe, and you said Kenny Atkinson. That dumbass you are. Fucking idiot. But
Yeah,
Jamal.
Jamal's fallen from finalist for Coach of the Year to now could be unemployed within a few months or so.
I mean, he'll get a job. I'm sure someone will hire him. I'm sure the Pelicans will want him when they fire Willie Green. But
I mean, listen, they don't really have injuries like Mo Wagner. Like when he comes back, that's a nice center. I like him better over Wendell Carter.
He's gonna come off the bench though.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but like
He's great.
I think
minutes-
Mo is
great
really
minutes, though.
good when he plays. I don't know. This core right now doesn't scream superstar potential like the Pistons do. I feel like these guys all together,
It does scream superstar potential. I don't know if
It
I
It does,
it
yeah.
does, but not for the Magic. and
It's just not
what
coming
they're
together.
working
I don't know if whatever kind of magic they're dealing with is not the
Pun-
good one.
Pun intended or no?
Pun intended.
Pun
I don't
intended.
know.
But they need to figure it out. You know what
They
I'm saying?
need a better point guard and a better center.
So you don't think Jalen Suggs is the guard?
I think Suggs is a better two guard, but Bane plays two.
Tyler, what do you think?
Look, man, I'm just gonna need Paolo Banchero to start hitting his damn shots.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm
I
sick.
mean,
and
he's not
I'm sick. And
inefficient.
I'm sick.
Even
And no,
Franz.
I'm talking about from three, man. I'm sick and tired of him being. I'm sick and tired of both of them being sub 30% from three. It's just not good enough. Like last night, Paolo Banchero
He
had
was 2 for 3.
yeah, he had 28.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a good game. He had 28 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 10 of 18 from the field. It was a rare efficient game for Paolo. He's usually not the most efficient in these types of games.
Yeah.
Franz Wagner, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. I need him to be taking more shots. I think the offense works best when it runs through Franz Wagner. I have so much upside in this guy because I think he's that dude, and he just needs to keep proving to us that he can be that guy. And Desmond Bain, finally a good game. 22 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. Well, it was 1 of 6 from 3. That was the first 3 he made.
Wow.
So you know that the end of the dude perfect stereotypes, that guy that like bricks every 3 and hits the game winner?
That's literally
That's
him.
exactly
That's
what he
Desmond
does.
Bane. Yeah.
Wasn't that play? I heard something about how that play wasn't even drawn up for him.
It was a broken play.
Drawn up for Paolo, right?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you explain that a little bit to me, or?
I mean, he was just open. Remember, he
Yeah.
only got 5 seconds to inbound the ball.
Right.
Paolo was like double teamed, and
Right.
oh, no, Paolo was Paolo the one that inbounded? No, Cade inbounded the pass there. So yeah,
Cade.
they were trying to get it to Paolo.
Okay.
But Jack said Paulo got to lock in on his 3-point shooting. The whole Magic team does, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think in the playoffs last year, Paulo was 28%. Franz was about 19, something around those lines.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they need to be better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. On the Blazers side of things, I know you lost, but a lot of promising games overall. Denny Abdi had 27, 5 and 5, 7 of 18 from the field, 4 and 9 from 3, 31 points for Shaden Sharp.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we wanted to see. Only missed 6 shots the entire game.
Wow.
And then, you know, Jeremy Grant chipped in off the bench with 17. And look, man, the Blazers look really good. Drew Holiday had 7 rebounds and 7 assists on 13 points.
Yeah.
I mean, Antoine, talk about the Blazers because they've been this like feel-good story this year. They've been winning games that they really shouldn't be winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Blazers kind of have things going on behind the scenes, but it's great to forget about it and let it just, you know, focus on basketball. And it looks like these guys have not lost a step at all from Thiago Splitter coming in. You know, the starting five is great all around. Drew's the vet there.
Mhm.
Denny's the rising star with Shaden. Kamara's the up-and-coming defender. Klingon, you know, is coming along as a center. Jeremy Grant off the bench is insane.
They have all the pieces, honestly.
They
Jeremy
do.
Grant off the bench is insane. And then Dame's coming back too. Like,
Wow.
come on.
That's what I was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you the
you
Blazers
know,
look good.
Wow.
They're going to get better.
They
This
do have all
team-
the pieces.
This team's going to be, you know, maybe a destination for certain guys to come
Yeah.
sign over in a few years. They're probably not going to have, like, they might have some decent draft picks coming along,
Mhm.
too, as well. But they have depth.
What are they missing, Anthony? So the Blazers, I feel like they have the vet point guard. They have the defense from Kamara.
Well-
They have the rising stars. What are they missing that keeps them from being that best team?
They need a contributing center because Klingon right now doesn't really fill up the stat sheet. Maybe Han-Sang Yang is that guy.
I mean, they don't need to fill up the stat sheet if you
Um,
got everyone else producing. I mean, we just need a decent center to hold his own.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
Klingon's only in year 2.
But like, what do you see as the weak spot though that needs to be plugged in and maybe developed a little bit
I think
more?
probably more bench depth.
Because you can't say they're where they need to be. They're still 5 and
No,
5.
I think they need.
Right?
Well,
Right.
don't forget.
So what is
they
it
have,
that they need?
Don't forget, Thibault and Scoot are not with the team right now. They're injured.
Yeah, they're both.
So
Okay.
when they come back, that's great depth.
Okay.
And Dame, of course, as well.
But Dame's not playing this
Not
season,
yet.
so he's a
those,
wash.
those are all guard depth.
Yeah.
They need depth because the bench after Jeremy Grant, it's not really like anything pretty.
What about their 3-point
Um,
percentage? Like, do they have a 3-point shooter that can knock down shots?
I mean, they have guys that can shoot.
Yeah, they
I mean, Denny Abdi is efficient from 3. Tumani Kamara's getting there.
Mhm.
Shaden Sharp can shoot. Drew Holiday, we know what he was capable of with Milwaukee and
Right.
Boston.
Dame will
Oh,
be that
okay.
too when he comes back.
Okay.
Grant can shoot too. We know that.
I really think the main thing they're missing is just experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they have plenty of it. You have Damian Lillard. You have an NBA champion in Drew Holiday.
Mhm.
This team's got pretty much the foundation they sort of need.
Dude, yeah.
So
I'm just now realizing it.
what's going on, Ali? How you doing? So who do you predict? Who do you predict the first star this season is to get traded? Now, when we did our preseason predictions episode, I believe you two both chose Giannis.
Yeah, we did.
I chose Larry Markkinen. Now that Nico Harrison's fired, this could put, as the Brits would say, a spanner in the works. So
I've
could
never heard that before.
could that be Anthony Davis now?
I think
Could that be Kyrie Irving?
Yeah.
Could that be XYZ, right? Do we have any changes? Obviously, there's no chance Giannis is getting traded anymore.
Yeah, the Bucks look way too
The
good.
thing with AD getting traded is that his value is so low.
Right.
You got to
yeah.
build it up, but like if he's getting injured, you really just got to move on.
That's the thing. But if you're
Like,
gonna tear it
you know.
down and build around Cooper Flag, what's the point of Anthony Davis looking there? It looks like he's put on weight too. He doesn't look
Yeah,
healthy.
you saw him.
Remember there were 2 pictures. There's the actual one and the Centel one. The Centel one made him look like he was built like a sumo wrestler. But
I don't know. But they have a lot of money in that payroll because Gaff's on a big contract, like somewhat like decent money. PJ's on a decent contract.
DJ looks good.
Lively is there. Of course, you want to put Lively in that center and be your franchise guy.
right.
But I think AD's path. I think AD hang it up soon.
Whoa.
Whoa. I don't know about that.
hang
Because
it up.
he can't stay healthy.
yeah,
Can't
but
even see.
yeah, it's true. He can't see. That's why he's wearing goggles now.
Because the detached retina is
Yeah,
no joke,
he said
taking
taking on AD is just a high risk, high reward
well,
scenario.
exactly.
That's why the Lakers made sense having Anthony Davis because you know the risks he brings, but you can get through it. They won a championship with him.
Right.
Now you're looking at a situation where every sports media outlet on planet Earth is trying to manifest Anthony Davis to go to one of these younger teams like Chicago or Portland. No, don't do that. He needs to ring chase in all honesty. And I'm not going to judge him at all because if you're looking at two-time champions in this decade, you're looking at Caruso, Drew Holiday, and KCP. So he'd easily be the best one to win 2 rings this decade. And he needs to go to a team that is looking for what he needs and has facilities to back it up and has tradable pieces. Now, Gio, which team could that be?
I was just thinking the Warriors.
But they have Al Horford.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really going to want to give up of young prospects.
Right.
Who else would be willing to take him on?
You know what?
What?
I got it.
They don't
Who?
have picks.
He's talking about the Knicks. He
Bring him
doesn't-
to New York.
I knew it,
I knew he was
bro.
going to say that.
Bring him to, and we will fix him. Mike Brown does not play. We're gonna go from Cat. Oh God.
Headphone warning.
We're gonna go from Cat to AD.
Yeah,
For real?
don't do
Wow.
that.
You're doing that?
No,
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Low key, next season, I say Boston should just go for it.
Boston's interesting.
Indiana, go for it.
Why not?
Tyrese and,
Why not?
and AD.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's not going to get traded next season. He's going to get traded this season.
Indiana's getting Cam Boozer. They don't need him.
But you can trade for Anthony Davis at the deadline when you're 10-45, and
That's true.
shut him down for the season. That way, you welcome him back with Tyrese Halliburton. You could easily trade low for Anthony Davis. He's not gonna cost you 10 first-round picks.
I don't think he would be a good fit in Indiana.
I don't know because Anthony Davis works well with. I mean, he does work well with a 5. That's why it would be more suited to Boston. But at the same time, Tatum's going to play the 4 anyways. I feel like with Tyrese Halliburton probing around, they need a center that can shoot. Anthony Davis is a good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, he can shoot.
That's why I think Indiana makes a lot of sense for him. Pascal
don't know.
Siakam trade for Anthony Davis? No, you have to keep Pascal at all costs. Have to. Now that Miles Turner's gone, you lose all flexibility. So I'd be more willing to include a guy like Obi Toppin in that trade. You can easily find if Jarris Walker can step up into this new role, then why not? Go for it.
Yeah.
Benedict Mathurin, maybe.
No, he needs to stay.
He needs to stay.
I think I have a lot of stock in this dude.
Yeah,
He's so
that is
good.
great.
So, but I mean, we'll just have to see. I don't really know the situation with Dallas. We don't know what their plan is moving forward.
Yeah.
All I know is that they should definitely build around Cooper Flag. Ali said Clippers can trade Zubats, Derek Jones, and a pick. Those are probably their 2 best players right now, so I probably wouldn't do that.
And then that would really be a retirement home in the Clippers.
I mean, Harden with AD would be cool, but
Yeah.
I just don't really see that happening. I think one of those 2 teams makes a lot of sense because they're ready to win, and it's a good high-risk, high-reward situation.
Yeah, I'm not moving Zubac either, Ali.
I think he should be untouchable, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Not
Unless, like, Zubac should only be moved if he requests out because they keep wasting his years.
the Lakers had him. Don't
Quick
forget.
question.
What's up?
Jalen Duren or Ivica Zubac?
Jalen Duren.
That's so tough. Right
Jalen Duren.
right this second,
100%.
right this second, I'm taking Zubats. Absolutely.
I'm not.
He's so
Wow.
productive. It's just, I can't not take him. I
And-
think
and
he's also much better defensively than Duran.
I don't know.
I think Duran's
Fair.
better offensively, but Zubats,
No,
especially
Zubac is great offense.
Zubats eats on the glass, bro. It's insane.
Zubac is great offense.
So does Duren, though.
So you never know. But
Yeah.
another option if these teams don't want to trade for Anthony Davis, please take Nicholas Claxton off our hands so we can tank in peace, please. It would be
Or,
great.
I mean, low key, the Mavs, if they don't find anybody, they can do a la Milwaukee and just waive them
That's true, they can.
and eat up the money.
But boys, we're getting to the most exciting game of the lot. As my voice cracks insanely badly, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Miami Heat. I just gonna go out on a limb. This is probably the game of the year so far, right?
I mean, yeah, I saw the highlights.
Has to be.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was really good.
I mean, the game was pretty much back and forth throughout most of the time. Darius Garland unfortunately re-aggravated his toe injury. We don't have word on how long he'll be out for and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which is so unfortunate because
sucks.
I think even you can agree the Cavs look extremely legit when he's on the floor.
Even I agree with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how good he is. And I think he's going to leap himself up into some uncomfortable conversations once he's healthy again and continues to play at this level. Because,
Can I just say one thing about his health, though?
Yeah.
Because the turf toe issue is not something you want to mess around with.
exactly.
You need to make sure you're 100%. You can't even be 99%. You have to be 100% before you come back, or else it's prone to re-aggravate so easily.
Right,
So
exactly.
he needs to be healthy. Take as much time as you need, Darius Garland, and then come back when you're 100%. That's all I have to say.
It's tougher for basketball players because you're doing these like sporadic
Yeah, you're sprinting. You're
bursts
full
and stuff like
sprinting.
that,
You're
and
cutting. Yeah,
and unfortunately, basketball shoes are very narrow, so your toes are already pressed up against them.
exactly.
Yep.
So any sudden turn, and your foot's digging into the front of that shoe. Oh, just my foot hurts just thinking about it.
Yeah.
And Donovan Mitchell even told him, take as much time as you need.
Yeah.
We're not rushing you back. Because put it this way, if the Cavs roll into this playoffs as a 6 seed and Darius Garland is healthy,
Mhm.
I don't see why they can't make the finals.
They can do damage.
Exactly. As long as I'd rather see the Cavs protect their bodies than
Mhm.
worry about seeding. Because put it this way, the East is so wide open. Any team can lose, any team can win. And, I don't really think getting the 1 seed is as precious as it was last season, considering how good Boston was
Yep.
and the rise of the Knicks and the Pistons and the Pacers and stuff like that. Then the game goes to overtime. And it looked as if Miami was going to take the game. And the Cavs missed like 6 threes in the final 5 seconds. And Donovan Mitchell just takes this ridiculous turnaround circus shot from the coffin corner and hits it,
I saw that.
Yeah.
which was insane. Tied the game just when you think the game was about to go to another double overtime, because we've already had a few of them this year. The perfect Eric Spoelstra play runs Andrew Wiggins,
Nope.
Antoine's favorite player of all time,
You
Nope.
love him, bro.
to the basket, gets the alley-oop dunk off in time.
Nope.
Fire.
And the Heat take it 140 to 138.
Who made the pass?
It was
Hawkins?
It might
was
have
it?
been was it
Hami?
Chloe?
Hami Hawkins?
I don't remember who it was. I think it was. I can see the play-by-play. You could tell me
I
who the
think it was
assist was.
Chloe. No.
Overtime, number 1. Oh, that was the start. So the final pass was
Jovic.
Jovic, yeah.
Jovic, okay.
So shout out to the Miami Heat. Look, I got a lot of flack from people for putting the Heat 5th in the Eastern Conference standings. This would not shock me at all if Eric Spoelstra leads this team to the finals again.
Yo.
They
All right,
look,
bro.
they look,
Calm down.
they look good. Remember, the East is weak.
I know that, but at the same time, it's not that weak.
I mean, it kind of is.
You still have the Cavs. When they're fully healthy, they're dangerous.
I will say
Bucks look good.
I love their player rotation. I love their roster because I have Khalil Ware in fantasy. Norman Powell
course you do.
is a great player. Wiggins, yeah, I'll give him his props. He's great. Mitchell, and then the bench, Jaquez, Jovic, Drew Smith, Fontecchio. You're still waiting on Tyler Hero and Yakuchonis as well.
Yeah.
Like, these are names. And Jaquez is turning into
He's a hooper.
mini Jokic with these stats.
I don't know about mini.
No, I don't know about that.
But he's rebounding, he's assisting, he's scoring.
He's like a Draymond.
Same
that
thing
can
with
score.
Jovic, you know?
The craziest part about that game, that was overtime 1. I was going to say all periods. Craziest part about last night is Norman Powell.
Yeah, Norm.
And that is the main reason why I picked the Heat to finish as high as I think they can. And that's another reason why it would not surprise me if they did make the finals. Because Norman Powell is that guy.
Yeah.
He should have been an all-star last year. The only reason why they didn't succeed in the playoffs last year is because it's the Clippers. On a team that has pedigree, that has dogs on this roster, I don't think there's one soft player in this team. Andrew Wiggins, Khalil Ware, Norman Powell, Davion Mitchell, Jaime Jaquez,
Yeah.
Nikola Jovic.
Yeah.
This team's full of grit.
Yeah.
And Norman Powell last night, 33 points. Khalil Ware had 14 points and 20 rebounds.
Yeah.
20 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. 7 of 14 from the field. 23 from Andrew Wiggins. And just a good performance all around from Miami. On the other side of things, the Cavs still look pretty good. Donovan Mitchell had 28 points and 15 rebounds, 8 assists.
Yeah.
23 from DeAndre Hunter, who I forgot to start in fantasy, and 21 points from Evan Mobley with 10 rebounds and 5 assists.
Yeah.
So, not really many takeaways, just that it was a really fun game.
Yeah.
And we want to see more games like this. Jack said the Raptors should just rebuild because Ali said, what's your opinion on the Raptors and what they should do moving forward?
That's a good question.
What do you think, Gio?
The Raptors. Okay. So the Raptors have one issue,
Mhm.
and that's something that no one expected of them, and that's their defense. They're one of the best offensive teams in the league this year by numbers.
Yes.
Right? They're putting up the
that's
most
correct.
points. They're putting up assists, all that stuff. They look amazing on offense. And what we didn't expect is that they would look this bad on defense. So they need to figure it out on defense, and obviously that's coaching. So
Yeah, I think
I think Darko is a good coach though, but I think something's off with the defense
not clicking.
not clicking.
I do think he's going to wind up getting canned at some
Really?
point this season. Yeah, it's just they're just not responding to him.
I like Darko, man. I think they are though.
I just don't know. You're just not seeing. I'm not seeing enough for my liking when it comes to the Raptors, because you'd think with the roster they had it would work,
Yeah.
but I'm just not seeing it. And to me, it's very concerning when you build a team based off defense. Darko is a defensive-minded head coach.
Yeah.
It's like Tom Thibodeau 2.0, where you have these schemes, and it's not even that it's not working. It's failing. Like, it's so bad. And, that's kind of my main issue. And let me see actually where they rank as far as defensive rating goes, because I guarantee you it's not good. Defensive rating this season, the Toronto Raptors are the 16th best defense in the NBA.
It's mid.
It's very mid.
It's mid.
And if you're trying to make like the play in,
Yeah.
That's obviously not going to cut it as far as that goes.
What's the overall record?
Last
They're
season,
5-5.
yeah, 5-5. Last season, they were about the same.
Yeah.
But the team got better. You have Brandon Ingram now. Scotty Barnes is healthy again. And, someone like Jakob Pertl looks terrible to
Yeah, he's
start
not
the
looking
season.
good.
Yeah.
And he's been dealing with back problems.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
he's
starting
had some
to affect him.
injuries, but I mean, another player that's not looking good is Emmanuel Quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not
quick.
looking good. He has to go. Those two maybe put him up for trades potentially. I don't know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Quickly was someone that's going to be in trade
Yeah.
talks. I thought they were going to wind up trading RJ Barrett,
Mhm.
but Barrett looks pretty good this season.
He's looked good last season too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew once he left the Knicks, he was going to perform better. That's just kind of how it goes when you leave the Knicks.
Yeah.
Kev says, I'm officially announcing I am a part of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, man.
Man's a
Can't wait to get
bandwagon,
into
bruh. Man's a bandwagon.
I love that, Kev.
Kev
love
better,
it.
Kev better be sticking with his Celtics, man, because don't you worry, next year they're going to be good again,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
for sure.
Probably.
But, as far as that game went yesterday, not so bad as far as that goes. Before we get to the next game, guys, join the playback room. Link is in the pinned chat below. And obviously, if you're here and you haven't dropped a like on the stream, what are you doing? Drop a like on the screen. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 9K by Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Or-
We're getting closer and closer, and with y'all's help, y'all can get us there. So shout out to you. Boys, are we ready to get into the next game?
Please.
Yeah.
I have to go back because I accidentally closed the tab. Let's see. We only have a couple more games. I'm not going to go through all of them because not all of them were good.
Yeah.
This
the
game
good
was
ones.
pretty good. We are going to get into the San Antoine Spurs and the Chicago Bulls. So obviously, before we get into this, Josh Giddey missed the game because of DeAndre Hunter.
Why?
That ankle, he sprained his ankle.
Oh,
he
he
did.
actually sprained it.
You saw it on the clip. His right ankle rolled really
It
bad.
did.
So, yeah, I remember Underdog put Josh Giddey parentheses DeAndre Hunter is out versus San Antonio, and I think that was the difference because both teams looked pretty good going forward,
Yeah.
and the Bulls just kind of lost a bunch of steam later on, and then we always have this like really bad timing of doing a team spotlight on someone, and we release the segment after the period's over, so now they're playing bad again, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Trey Jones stepped up in his spot though.
I just
been
picked him up in
looking
fantasy
really
too
good.
while no one was looking. So
Looking really
You're
good.
gonna end up winning, bro, because you're so locked in.
I lost last week. So
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your record?
2-1.
Me too. Okay. And you
Mine.
are too?
I'm 1-2.
Oh, you're trash.
Yeah, he is, bro. He's
Oh my
trash.
God, Gio.
You're
please.
trash, buddy.
Guys, 1 in the chat if you think Antoine is trash. 2 if he's not.
Don't worry, I'm gonna win again this week.
Who are you playing this week?
Kev.
Oh, you're playing Kev. Yo, Kev had a good game from someone yesterday, bro. Keep an
Kev.
eye
He
out.
had
Yo, Kev, lock it
Cooper.
in, bro.
He had Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper Flag had like
What did
32
yeah,
fantasy
Cooper
points.
had 32.
Ooh, okay.
So-
I locked in Chloe Ware's game.
I locked in Wemby's 49-point game.
Well, he got 38 last night.
No, 49 fantasy,
Fantasy
points.
points.
Oh,
yeah.
49 fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might be
So-
confusing for the viewers.
Oh,
but-
yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, we do a fantasy basketball league. We can keep some tabs on it as time goes on.
Yeah.
Kev's the only undefeated team left.
Actually,
He's
You're
3-0.
about to lose this week, Kev. Right?
He's 3-0.
yo, Kev,
So
I can't wait till we play against each other,
And-
bro.
gotta put our guy Fetty on blast. He's 0-3.
Damn, Fetty.
He's the only winless team.
I mean,
So Fetty, bro, you gotta lock in, my guy.
yeah.
He's gotta lock in. But anyways, back to the Bulls game. Wemby in the final minutes was incredible. I mean, he hit that. Remember, he just calmly steps into a three in the clutch.
Yeah.
I think we are witnessing potentially the greatest player of all time if he
Holy.
can get some championships.
Calm down, bro.
Look,
He's one of the greatest player of all time. Bro's in his second year.
I said
Third year.
potentially
Third year.
if he wins some championships. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Of course.
But Gio,
Chill,
if
bro.
Adam Silver keeps giving the Spurs these generational prospects, it's going to make Wemby look even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Spurs are stacked, bro.
It's insane.
Crazy.
It's nuts.
Like
And-
De'Aaron Fox just came back. Like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
There,
bro?
there's a world where both the Thunder and the Spurs can get top 5 picks in next year's draft.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This is the greed that they talked about in the Bible.
Literally, bro.
This is exactly what they were referring to.
Greedy ass.
Ali said, that's a sick idea. I'm doing fantasy too. I'm 0-3.
Wow.
That's tough.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Talk
Very
to
okay.
Kev about that.
There's a long season ahead.
I mean, talk to Fetty about that.
Yeah, so I think with the fantasy basketball weeks, like 19 or 20 weeks.
Yeah.
So you got some time to
Yeah.
rebound yourself.
you'll be fine.
So you'll get there. But as far as this game went today, Victor Wembanyama, 38 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 5 blocks. Once again, 11 from 19 from the field, 6 for 9 from
That's
3.
crazy.
Dude, this kid is nuts. And I'm so happy that I have him in fantasy.
Yeah.
It's
He's
incredible.
carrying your team.
Yeah.
It was funny too because I showed my cousin my fantasy team. He's like, "Did you get first pick?" I said, "No." It's like, "How did you get Wemby?" God bless. Shout out Krista for being a Nuggets fan. Because
Wait, what pick did you have?
2.
So he
Yeah.
picked
Yeah.
Jokic.
He did.
She picked Jokic.
She picked Jokic.
Yeah. If she wasn't a Nuggets fan, she probably would have picked Wemby.
Who picked
Actually,
first?
I think
my friend
Jokic is a
Krista.
reasonable good.
Jokic is a good first pick.
Yeah.
But like this is a dynasty league, so you
Oh,
have to take-
dynasty.
Yeah.
Bro.
But to be fair, Jokic is going to be playing at this level for many years to come.
Yeah, true.
I mean, Jokic, she beat me last week. Jokic had 53 fantasy points in a game.
Well, there you go.
Because when he has 33 points, 15 assists, and 15 rebounds, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. But Wemby potentially we could potentially see the quadruple double bonus added to sleeper, which would be pretty cool.
I'm sorry, I have to bring
Yeah.
it up. I have to
Go for it.
because Russell Westbrook has been lighting it.
Oh
What you
my
mean? Oh my!
God.
I had to. He's talking about.
Oh,
he's talking about
my
triple doubles. And you think I'm not
goodness.
going to bring up the triple double?
He's been benched.
He's
now,
been lighting it up.
but he's been benched recently.
Well,
That's not his
they only
fault.
benched him because
his
he was
fault.
playing too good, and they don't want him to
Oh,
play
yeah.
too good.
Russ,
because
this-
the Kings are. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because they want to trade Sabonis and everything
Yeah.
like that. But Russ this season's averaging 15 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists on 46% from the field, 45% from 3.
All right, come on, man. He's a new man.
That's all
He's
star.
a new guy. It's not even the same Russell Westbrook you know. Then let me tell you something. As a starter, Russell Westbrook is averaging 24 and I think like around 7 and 7.
Yeah.
So as a
wish-
starter, if you put him in the starting lineup, he's still borderline
Yeah.
all-star talent
I think he's
at this point in his career.
I think at this point in his career, I think if Norman Powell's here, I think he's just a smidge below that.
yeah,
I wish.
fine.
I wish he came to the Knicks.
I think he's an elite role player at this point.
elite role player.
Yeah,
But
for
look,
sure.
they're starting Schroeder, and it's fine because he's Schroeder's the younger guy. He has fresh legs,
Oh,
all
for
that stuff.
sure.
That makes sense. It's
I
fine.
love the way Schroeder. I think Schroeder is at this point in his career. He basically does kind of the same things that Russ does as far as like playmaking and point of attack defense goes.
Right.
But the one thing that I just can't stand with Russ's game is he just gets so erratic sometimes. Speed kills.
Not anymore.
No, I'm saying at times.
No, he still does.
But Schroeder's.
You haven't watched. I've been watching.
I've been seeing some plays.
Yeah, I understand
I don't know.
that.
I
but
see a changed man when I watch
Schroeder
Kings
is
basketball.
Schroeder's more smooth. He's a little bit slower. He's
I
more
guess you can say he's more
finesse,
under control.
more
Yeah.
steady. He's the steady hands compared to Russell Westbrook. Russ is your risk reward type guy. Schroeder's your safety net, as you will, I
All
suppose.
right, that's fair. That's
So.
a fair analysis.
I think he's just a more consistent 3-point shooter compared to
is.
Russ.
Overall,
I think
he'll
I
probably
would rather that.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's fine.
But Ali
I'm
said
just saying, though.
he said I picked up Russ in fantasy. No one wanted him. He's at least getting a double-double.
Yeah.
Every night he's going to get
Yeah.
like 10 and 10.
He's like one of the best.
And honestly,
fantasy pickups.
same with Schroeder too. I have Schroeder. I picked him up in the last round, and he's been a revelation for me. I think he had
been
like
hooping?
25 fantasy points last week. So
That's not bad.
Leon said, "Do you think Schroeder and Westbrook are future Hall of Famers? Believe it or not, they both are first ballot Hall of Famers because of what Schroeder's done in FIBA.
I don't think that's a long shot at all.
I think I
Because
can see both getting.
You gave me pushback on it until I
I
explained
did,
it.
and then I was like, you know what? I guess because he
Yeah,
won
I
FIBA.
think-
I mean, when
all
you're
that.
when you're averaging like 30 points in the World Cup.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
won multiple gold medals for Germany. It's insane.
So then it makes sense when you factor that in.
So when you think about it, the Kings have a Hall of Fame backcourt.
Yeah, they do.
They're just like one guy's just not in his prime, and the other guy is just,
One guy's not in his prime, the other guy's not in his prime country.
yeah, exactly.
When he's playing when FIBA Schroeder is insane.
Yeah, he's next level.
But FIBA Schroeder's like
Yeah.
prime Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
When you're talking about NBA Dennis Schroeder, it's like current day
Yeah,
Russell
there's
Westbrook.
sometimes, yeah.
Don't no.
7,
Bad boy.
No.
But anyways, back to the game is what we were saying before. Like you said, Gio, the Spurs are stacked. 38 for Wemby, 21 from De'Aaron Fox, who just came back, and I totally forgot just because, he's another name on the stacked roster. Luke Cornett's dropping 16 and 7 rebounds. 19 points for Stephon Castle, who looks ridiculously insane this season, by the
looks
way.
amazing.
Stephon looks
Stephon
great.
Castle this season is averaging 18 and a half points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists.
You know what they remind me of? Can I say this really quick?
Yeah.
The Spurs remind me of the young Thunder team with KD, Russ, and Harden. So let me explain.
Okay.
Wembanyama is KD,
Yeah.
obviously the main guy.
Absolutely.
Russell Westbrook, no, Stephon Castle is Russell Westbrook,
Mhm.
the explosive kind of
Yeah.
dynamic guard, and then Dylan Harper is James Harden.
He's injured
coming
right
off the
now.
bench. I know he's injured.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench, the lefty, he
Mhm.
can score. He plays with pace.
Yeah.
It's literally like the young Thunder, and it's awesome.
Who's the Harrison Barnes?
The Harrison Barnes will be Jeff
Serge
Green.
Ibaka.
Yeah.
Jeff Green.
Who's the Devin Vassell?
Devin. Ooh.
He played awful,
Serge
by the
Ibaka.
way.
Devin
I am,
Vassell.
I am so disappointed in him. I picked him to start over Anthony Simons. He was dog. He had 7 points. He had 4 points. Oh my God, he was 0 of 1 from the field.
Devin Vassell is the Reggie Jackson.
Fair. He starts though,
I know.
so
It's okay.
okay, I guess. Anyways, on the Bulls side of things, Nikola Vucevic had 11 points. I believe he fouled out this game. No, he did not. His last game he fouled out. Kevin Herter's been playing really well. 23 points on 4 of 9 from 3.
Yeah.
You had 20 from Trey Jones and Io DeSumo, and 15 points from Matas Buzelis with 5 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean,
So the Bulls look pretty good.
again, production.
Billy D. Keep doing it, bro.
Ali said, "Where do you think Ja is going?"
Ooh.
Memphis.
He's staying in Memphis.
He's staying in Memphis. I think they're going to Kenny Sala before they trade Ja Morant.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the smartest thing they should do.
Yeah.
And they look, from what it looked like, they made up the other night. So hopefully
Yeah.
things can blossom from here on out.
Yeah.
And you kind of go from there.
Yeah.
So we have a few more games left. Are you guys ready to get into the next game?
Let's see. What do we got? Where are we going to?
Let's go to this game because this game pretty much ended off in a freaking clutch fest. The
Bucks.
Milwaukee Bucks and the Dallas Mavericks, otherwise known as Nico Harrison, The Last Dance.
Yeah.
So obviously, the Bucks have been incredible. The Mavs have been credible.
Yeah.
They've been uncredible, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
They've been uncrustable.
Yeah.
Giannis is looking like one of the best players in the world. Ryan Rollins is looking like prime Steph Curry. It's an idiom for effect.
Yeah.
Prime Steph Curry is crazy, bro.
Look at Kuzma, man.
Yeah, man. Kuzma's hooping.
Look, let me put it this way: Karl Kuzma might look like a half decent NBA player.
Yeah.
Like he's been shocking me this season because I mean, look,
He's been playing good.
last
That's his
season,
best game all year.
Like,
Let's relax.
when someone plays really bad and you meme them, like Ben Simmons, for example, like you meme Ben Simmons for playing bad. Kyle Kuzma has been playing such bad basketball for the past 2 years. It's actually made me mad. Like it's actually really upset me. I'm like, you're better than this. Like I just
Yeah.
want to see him lock in for one season and finally look like the role player that they traded their second best player in
Right.
franchise history for.
Right.
Yeah.
And look, you got a good game from last night. Didn't he have like the game-winning free throws or
He had
something last night?
26. Let's see.
Kyle Kuzma had 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists.
He had no. PJ Washington missed
No, because
3 free throws in a row.
Holy.
because they lost. I think he made one of them. They lost.
No. Oh, he made one. He missed
Yeah.
the last 2 to tie the game.
He had to miss one of them
Yeah,
to get the game-winning shot. I think he just wound up missing the first one.
Kuzma made the last shot of the game before the free throws.
Giannis had 30 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 blocks on 11 of 18 from the field. And I mean, look,
He's just unstoppable.
this season Giannis is averaging 33 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. I mean, dude,
Too good.
this dude's nuts. He'll be 31 next month, and
He just dunks everything still. It's just unfair.
he's just not fair.
It's
He's
literally
just-
unfair.
He's just not fair, man. It's ridiculous. Ollie said Rollins might win MIP.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think
I'm
Diddy
not
gets
against
that
that.
first.
But
Right
Giddy-
now, Josh Giddey, or unfortunately, people are going to say Wemby should win it, even though
No.
he's the first
No.
overall pick and an All-Star.
No,
But Josh Giddey should be the pick for most improved player.
Yeah.
But
it's still early.
if Ryan Rollins continues
He's in the
to
conversation.
Yeah.
look, if Ryan Rollins continues to average 17, 3, and 6, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's a good take. Whoever that was.
It was Ollie. Shout out
Ollie,
Ollie.
yeah.
Yeah, Rollins' comeback story is great. His breakout game was against the Warriors, his
Yeah.
former team. So that's why I said prime Steph Curry, because the Warriors were fresh in my mind
Fine.
at the time.
Fine.
But, at the end of the day,
Can we talk about Cooper Flag though?
yeah, this is like the first game where he looked like Cooper Flag.
Right. Right.
Like-
Like how he's supposed to look.
Dude, that layup on Giannis in the fourth quarter, that was tough.
I didn't get to see it actually.
He basically just went full, just like body bumped, and then he just
Yeah.
like flipped it up.
it was an N1.
No, it was not. It should have been an N1,
Should've been.
but it was really good.
Yeah.
Jack said Giannis' stats have been so good this year. Yeah, he's just,
Every year, honestly. But
every year Giannis is just ridiculous.
Where's Klay Thompson?
He, I believe, is
Suki.
injured.
No, he played last night.
Oh, did he? Oh
he's
no,
probably
off the
yeah, no, I
bench.
saw that he played. Didn't he have like no points?
What's going on with Klay Thompson?
Megan the Stallion. Bro.
Yeah, I think as soon as Luca got traded, bro stopped
I
trying.
think he checked out.
He wanted to play with Luca, so that's why he went to the Mavs.
Yeah.
So I think as soon as
Just
Luca
hoop, bro.
got traded,
There's no reason to put
well,
up 0 points.
obviously.
Just hoop,
Klay's
bro.
a nice trade piece if he does want to get it.
Oh, he's definitely getting traded for sure.
You think he's a nice trade piece?
he's a nice trade piece. I would pick.
What
up
is he
Klay.
doing? He's a shooter that can't really shoot anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what are we
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about?
He's just a guy at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ready to get married and have kids and retire.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Could be.
marry Megan Thee Stallion. Be my guest.
I mean, they're gonna
Fair
they're
enough.
gonna break up this Mavs team.
Jack said Clay the Stallion.
Clay the Stallion, bro.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's
literally.
great. But yeah,
Literally.
obviously, we're not going to go too in depth with the Mavs because we're going to talk about them tomorrow on the pod,
Yeah.
which you guys will see on Friday or Saturday, depending on when it takes me to edit. But it kind of is what it is. That game was that game.
I don't know. Really quick, I just feel like the Mavs, their team, they have players. They have good players. They just need to get Kyrie healthy. AD needs to be healthy, and then they'll be fine. That's all that needs to happen.
Essentially,
Like, cause Max Christie's hooping. Brandon Williams looks like Kyrie Irving.
dude, you look
You
great out
talking
there.
about yourself?
You look great out there, bro.
You guys are.
Why are you
funny.
here right
now? No.
Ali said Megan got him in a headlock.
What'd you say?
Ali said Megan got him in a headlock.
Nah, literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who said that?
Ali.
Ollie.
And then Leon said Clay is a shell of his former self. I mean,
Well, of course.
in
yeah.
fairness,
Yeah.
when you tear your ACL and Achilles in back-to-back seasons, you're not going to look the greatest.
No.
I'm just saying he just doesn't look good.
Exactly. That's kind of the main
That's it.
thing.
Let's be objective, you know.
We're going to get into the last game
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Which
because
one are we going to?
we're not talking about the Suns and the Pelicans because that was a
No.
blowout. We are not talking about the Jazz and the Timberwolves because, it was a close
Boring.
game, but, Ant and Julius Randle had 35 points each. Not so bad.
Good for him.
We are going to get into a game that was actually pretty decent. The Atlanta Hawks versus the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah.
Who the
Very
hell
good
is
game.
Vit Krejci? Well, I don't even know how to say that name.
So his name is Vit Krejci.
Veet Krejci. He's
Dude,
the
What
backup.
the hell?
Could we just talk about the bench players on the Hawks? Because the other night they blew out the Lakers and Mohamed Gay went off
Yeah,
for like
Mohamed Gay did
24
go off,
points. He played obscenely well
Yeah.
and
Muhammad's not gay, by the way.
very, very funny. And last night, Vit Krejci had 28 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists.
He had 8 threes.
He had 8 of 10
Are you
from
joking?
3. My man was prime Aaron Gordon on October 23rd,
Yeah.
2025.
Did you really just compare him to Aaron Gordon, bro? Are we?
Let me be
Could
delusional.
have said Prime Clay, but you said
No,
Prime.
you didn't let me finish. I said
Oh.
prime Aaron Gordon on October 24th, 2025, when he went 10 of 11 from 3 against the Warriors and had 50 points. But look, his last 2 games, he had 17 points against the Lakers. He just hates LA. I think that's just what it is. He just doesn't like the Lakers or the Clippers. And last night kind of showed how well he played. And keep in mind, this is a Hawks team that, 1, I projected to make the finals, and 2, they're doing this without Rayford Young.
They're not making the finals.
You said that about the Pacers, so
Dyson Daniels looks like he took a step back,
Yeah.
and I'm upset
I mean,
about
the
that.
thing is, it's early. He looked like Ben Simmons out there not wanting to shoot, but the passes were really slick. It looked really cool.
Yeah.
He just
I'd
doesn't
rather
have-
see you get buckets, bro.
again, I'd rather see you get buckets too. Porzingis had 20 points as well. You can't really forget about that. 16 for Jalen Johnson. He's kind of working his way back.
Yeah.
And let me find a tweet actually right now because there's one player I specifically want to talk about that has been impressing me as of late.
Is it Keaton Wallace?
I'm not going to mention anything.
Is it Chris Christie?
Chris Christie, the
I
governor.
meant Cam Christie.
Okay. No.
Your brother, bro?
Oh my goodness.
Here it is. I want to talk about a man named Zachary Risache.
Oh, he's on my bench.
Yeah. I mean, look, in his last 3 games, he's averaging almost 20 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals, shooting 45% from the field on 15 attempts a game, 35% from 3 on 7 attempts per game, and he hasn't missed a free throw in like a week and a half.
It's pretty good.
It's
Wow.
been insane. He's been really underrated, very under the radar.
Yeah.
And I think he's been, and that's the sad part too, because Jack just mentioned it. This is the pinnacle of what the 2024 draft class has been doing. And it's going to go down as a very forgettable mid class. It's been very poor.
Yeah.
And it's cause for concern, but elite role players can be made from this. And you can see guys take a late bloom in about 3 or 4 years' time.
You could, yeah.
But, you know, last night they looked really good. On the other side of things from the Clippers end, I went the wrong way on the scroll. James Harden.
Yep.
This man's longevity needs to be talked about a lot more because he's gone through 2 fat suits. He's what, 36, 37?
Yeah, 6'7".
I just did it again. And he's been hooping 35 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, and another triple-double for Hawkeye Harden. Fear that beard. 12 of 23 from the field, 6 of 14 from 3. And that was really all. He didn't get any help.
Yeah, no.
Zubats had 13 and 12. Everyone else left a lot to be desired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This Clippers team's not looking.
I mean,
anything like
Kawhi is
much.
not playing right now.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Yeah, he's out.
What's
I don't
going
know-
on with him?
I don't know how long he's going to be out for, but
Do we know what the injury is?
I don't
Is it
know.
load management still, or like what the hell is going on?
I'm just gonna look it up to be honest with you.
Kawhi, bruh. Is he like go chopping down trees right now? Is that
Yeah.
what he's doing?
So
Lumber
Kawhi
guy?
Leonard, it says hit with an unfortunate injury update. Does it say what is wrong with bro? Oh, he's a
That-
sprained ankle.
Sprained ankle.
At least this isn't a non-contact injury.
Yeah, I mean, sprained ankle is usually non-contact.
Nah, if you land on someone's foot taking a
Well,
three,
Josh
for
Giddey's
example-
was non-contact.
okay, bro.
Bro got cooked.
Bro just went from glazing his favorite player to just cooking his ass.
Well, listen, bro.
It's
He'll
insane.
be all right. He'll be all right.
Leon said he's away planting trees.
Huh?
Leon said he's
away
away
planting
planting
trees.
trees.
Hunting trees.
Planting
trees.
trees.
Yeah, it's a good one, bro. Shout out to Aspiration, bro. He said, who would you say would go number 1 in a 2024 redraft?
That's interesting because I have the whole class up right now.
Perfect. So you can tell.
I would probably Stephon Castle.
Wait, can you name me like the,
well,
the
it's-
best players
it's-
in the draft?
Well, right now, Reed is third, but I don't think Reed goes first.
Reed would be lucky to be a first round pick.
Stephon Castle, Buzelis, Khalil Ware, Jared McCain. Those are 4 names that pop off right now.
I-
Second round,
There's no one good.
AJ Mitchell,
Jalen
Jalen
Wells.
Wells.
Yeah.
I,
I
would
think-
say it's a toss up between Castle and
Sar.
Sar. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would still put Sar in there too.
I'd say Castle goes 1, Sar would go 2, and then I would probably say Risache would go 3,
Yeah,
Buzelis 4,
Buzelis 4.
Who's
and then
5?
probably Jared McCain 5.
Yeah.
And
No,
then,
Khalil Ware.
I'd still think he'd go a little bit later.
Okay.
He's a raw talent.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
you know,
this class is
Yeah.
Sar, I think
Awful.
I think Sar and Castle are the clear 2 best players in that class for sure. I think without a doubt.
yeah.
So-
I think Sar looks a lot better than Reese Shade.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, with absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know, it's tough. Not a lot of players in this class have even gotten on the floor yet. Like we haven't seen Nikola Topic yet. You know, guys like Zach Edey are still injured right now, and Jalen Tyson's starting to take a little bit of a leap. Dalton Connect's regressed. He's pretty much done.
Yeah, he's done.
We'll see. I'm really curious. 27 through 29 looks interesting. Terrence Shannon, Ryan Dunn, Isaiah Collier. All 3 have shown flashes. We'll see what they're really made of. Also, Rob Dillingham as well.
Yeah.
Went to the Minnesota Timberwolves for an 8th
Right.
grader. And I think we can automatically say the worst player in this class right now is Cody Williams.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened.
No, you know what? Sorry. Forgot Tajani Salon exists.
Tajani Salon.
I think he's
yes.
arguably worse than Cody Williams, and the bar's already low with him. So
Damn.
kind of what it is. McCain would definitely go top 6 in a redraft.
Bro, sometimes I see some of these NBA players play. I'm like, bro, if you in the NBA, I could be in the NBA, bro. Like, what is up with you,
Yeah,
bro? You is
Cody-
trash.
Salon and Cody are like, I have
Trash.
no idea what they saw in those.
I've seen
guys.
Cody play. I'm like, how the hell is this guy in the league?
and that's J-Dub's brother.
How is he in the league?
How are you
bro?
related to
That's
J-Dub?
J-Dub's brother.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
that's more believable though, because look at Thanasis compared to Giannis.
Oh yeah, that's
Ooh.
true.
So
So usually brothers are like, there's one really good one and one trash one.
exactly, that's gonna
Unless-
happen.
Same thing with Cooper Flag and his brother. We'll see.
Yeah.
Unless you're the Thompson twins.
Well,
But they're
I feel like-
twins.
But those are
yeah,
twins.
Oh, that's
twins,
true.
I guess that's.
it ran in the same blood.
But look,
and everything.
I'm just gonna put a take out there. I think Asar might turn out better than Amen.
Nope,
Nah.
I don't think so.
Have you seen Asar this season?
I
He's
have, but I think
really good.
I think they're both
What
going
is
to be
really good?
really
is,
good.
is really good averaging 9 points. Like,
I don't think it's gonna be that. I see him progressing further. I just feel like Amen's gonna plateau at some
I think
point.
they're both going to be phenomenal.
Well, they're both
I
gonna
will
be
say
great.
that. I don't know if we
but
can say one's
I
better.
think
than
they're
the
gonna be both same level.
I think
I think
it-
same
I think it depends on the role that they're gonna play, because I think Asar in his roles are gonna stand out more than Amen in his role.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It
they're
has a
they-
lot to do with team
I
success.
mean, they were
so.
both
Mhm.
drafted to now really good places. Asar
Yeah.
was drafted to a Pistons team that was rebuilding, so we saw Amen had higher upside in Houston. But
Yeah,
now that Detroit turned it around, we
Yeah.
have the same combo with both of them now
Yeah.
because they're both on contending teams.
exactly. And Asar's already
So-
gone through the bad. He's gone through the 28 game losing streak.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
still can't believe that actually happened.
Yeah.
It's quite nuts.
Yeah.
But, obviously, that's the end of all those games. I think we'll stick around for another maybe 10, 15 minutes to kind of answer some of y'all's questions that you got in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb said there are rumors of Celtics trading for Anthony Davis. Thoughts? I actually just mentioned that
Yeah,
a few
you
minutes
did.
ago.
Yeah, you did.
So, look, the two best places Anthony Davis can go in a trade are the high risk, high reward spots. And I think right now those are the two teams that are currently tanking with their star players out. And that is the Boston Celtics and the Indiana Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
And in this current situation, trade for him now, shut him down, get his body right, and get ready for next season.
Mhm.
Now, the Pacers run a lot. So I think Boston's probably the best case scenario for Anthony Davis.
That's what I was thinking. Because I don't know if he would be able to keep up with the pace
Mm-mm.
at this point in his
Mm.
career.
I don't think
With
so.
all the injuries and all
Put it
that.
this way, Miles Turner before 2 years ago had numerous foot problems.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
stay away from there. I think
Yeah.
Boston's the most sense. I
Agreed.
just don't even know like who you would even want to give up.
If you're Boston,
Who you giving up for AD, bro?
That's the problem because they're both over the apron. If that's the case,
you got to throw Anthony Simons in there.
that makes sense.
You got to
yeah.
throw Sam Hauser in there.
Mm.
Maybe Peyton
Pritchard?
Pritchard. That's pushing it. I think Pritchard has a tremendous more value than Hauser does. That's your point guard. And you lose both. You lose Simons and Peyton Pritchard.
Well, isn't Derek White there?
Derek
Uh,
White is there. Yeah.
Derek White's there, but I
He's just
think
two guard.
it depends on who you want to play with him.
I would keep Derek White. I don't think
So-
you trade him.
We know Tatum and Brown are untouchable.
Yeah.
Derek White should be untouchable, but he
I don't
hasn't looked
think
good
Brown's
this year. Derek White has not been his usual self, so you could trade Derek White. Anthony Simons makes 27 on expiring. That makes up about half the salary. Where are you going to get the rest of it from? Sam Hauser makes 10 million. You chuck him in there, and then you
Peyton
may
Pritchard.
you may have to throw in Peyton Pritchard makes 7 mil.
Oh, really?
It's not enough. You're really going to have to go if you want Anthony Davis. You're going to have to get rid of Simons and Derek White,
Yeah.
and this is where it sucks not having Al Horford anymore because
Oh, yeah. That would
there's
be-
your center.
Yeah.
So he said Anthony Simons, Sam Hauser, and 2 firsts, and that's it. Look, if the Mavs can get themselves under the apron beforehand, absolutely, that works.
Yeah.
But Jack said, do you guys think the Mavs can bounce back and at least be a 500 team?
Yes.
Absolutely.
100%.
I still think they're gonna make the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Call me crazy.
I would think closer to play-in.
Playing, yeah,
Because
probably
the
playing.
West right now looks really good.
Yeah, I agree with that plan.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm
We need
curious.
to see at the deadline
Yeah.
where they're at and what they move on from.
I
When
think
it's, it all
honestly.
depends on when Kyrie comes back.
That too, yeah.
January, February. So, but that's if Even's on the team by then.
Yeah.
Like I said, they can bottom this whole thing out now,
They could.
and I think they probably should. To be honest with you, it makes sense for them to do that.
I don't think they should do that.
I think they should.
To blow it up.
Because if the more you try with this, the worse Cooper Flag's going to look. You need to build around him. Let him have the keys with a bad team and build it up through there.
That's what you need. Yeah, exactly.
Well, isn't he the main guy right now? With
I mean,
AD being
but
out.
you have
Yeah,
guys
but the
there
problem is
still.
you don't have an elite playmaker next to him. everyone does the same thing on that team. They finish plays. So without him,
Yeah.
without Kyrie, and even he's not a good playmaker as it is, you need a true point guard. You can tank for one.
He was drafted to a team with too many decent players already there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Because look at VJ
There's a lot of
in
decent
Philly.
players over there.
I mean, I'm worried about Dylan Harper in San Antonio because that's the same kind of scenario there.
No, I don't think so because
I don't
what
know.
what I like about Philly's situation and what I like about San Antonio's situation is San Antonio's young, right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
De'Aaron Fox is essentially your placeholder vet right now, and Harper will take over. With Philly, again, they have a no pressure season. They can finish first, they can miss the playoffs. It really doesn't matter. And VJ is the long term scenario because we all know Embiid's not playing till he's 40.
Yeah.
He's probably got a good few years left in him. So you're going to build around, essentially going to build a young core and just have Embiid there to support.
Mhm.
I do think the page has started to turn with Philly. It makes
Yeah.
more sense.
Yeah. I mean,
And-
look at Concanepo and Charlotte. I mean, that's a rebuilding team.
Exactly. With the Mavs, they're trying to compete for a championship in a Western Conference without a true point guard.
Well, not anymore.
I
Well,
don't think-
obviously
yeah, I
not
don't think so
anymore.
Yeah.
And look, you have your own first round pick next year.
Yeah.
Tank. It makes the most sense.
Yeah.
You have your own pick in 2027.
So then I guess the NBA has a tanking issue.
They might.
Everyone wants to tank.
But this is where we have a big problem. If the Dallas Mavericks are not competing for playoff spots in 2028, we're going to have massive problems
Why?
because the OKC Thunder has the rights to swap. And they could three-peat and have the first overall pick.
This is ridiculous, bro. I'm so
In
tired. of the Thunder,
2028.
bro. I'm so tired of the Thunder, bro. Sam
They could
Presti, I
four-peat,
hate you,
actually.
bro.
I'm just that's the one thing of not trading your picks, and that's like the main thing.
They have the right to swap picks. Why is that?
That was from a trade.
Which one?
So they get the better pick.
It may have been the one when they swapped Kason Wallace for Derek Lively.
2028. It's okay. Wow.
That's a problem because
If they're bad, really
if they're bad, because remember, in 2018, the Nets won the third overall pick,
Yeah.
or the second overall pick, the year Brown was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Swap.
Swap with the Celtics.
Yeah.
Wow.
Major
Sorry,
consequences.
bro.
And then the pick we gave the Celtics
Tatum.
turned into Jason Tatum.
Oh,
exactly.
man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. That could have been you.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
It's
man.
just, that's how basketball rolls, man.
That's why you
Brooklyn.
shouldn't trade picks like that. That's why the Stipien rule exists. Because Stipien
Yeah.
was a general manager for the Cavs back in the 80s. He used to just trade first round picks like they were nothing. So now you can't trade consecutive picks. You can swap them in the even numbered years, but
Yeah.
it's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
Caleb's a Daniel Gafford trade. He's definitely getting moved. Embiid been doing really good on offense,
Yeah.
even on a minutes restriction.
Embiid
Yeah.
looks good.
I think the way for Embiid to be better is to not go balls to the wall and try and average 35
Yes.
points.
Yes.
Average 18, you're going to look incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all we need him to do for him to look good.
Play limited minutes. You're fine.
Naven said, would you trade Mitchell Robinson for Dennis Schroeder, Drew Eubanks, and 2 first-round picks?
Why would the Kings do that?
Listen, if I'm getting 2 first, 100%. But if it's just Schroeder and Drew Eubanks, I'll pass.
Are you serious?
I'm passing.
You wouldn't want Dennis Schroeder on the Knicks?
No, I don't. Mitch is a good rebounder, and we would need that.
And so is Drew
no,
Eubanks.
I don't want Drew Eubanks.
If
No,
I'm the
Knicks.
He's
Knicks-
looking good, man. I've been watching Kings basketball.
Well,
if I-
of course you have.
If I'm the Knicks, I'm trying to get a backup center because no matter what center you're going to trade for, they're going to want picks. So, like, if you trade for
Yeah.
Sabonis, it's going to be the same thing. They're going to want picks. They don't have any more.
Oh, Caleb said the trade that gave the swap was Daniel Gafford.
Oh, it's the Gafford trade.
Okay.
I forgot about that because the Wizards had the swap,
Mm-hmm.
and then they gave it
Got it.
because the Wizards traded Gaff
Yeah.
beforehand.
What is that noise?
It's Antoine rubbing
That's
his
me
foot on
rubbing my
the
foot.
desk.
Stop rubbing your foot. You
Look at the
Foot boy.
Tatum comment Caleb said too.
Caleb said,
If you trust the live stream, it's because last time he watched, he said Tatum dropping 40, and the same night he tore his Achilles. That was when they played the
Oh, wait, who said
Yeah.
that?
it was from
Knicks.
Caleb.
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 Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he was your
was-
first G of the week.
Yo,
Yeah.
Caleb.
Yeah,
My
that was when
freaking
they were playing the
boy.
Knicks. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was heartbroken. Remember, I am anti-Knicks as much as I possibly can be.
Wait, didn't I say on stream that Tatum just tore his Achilles? Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Yeah,
remember that.
And then, you know what was funny too? I was prepping because we were streaming the night of Game 7 of the finals. I was like getting excited because the game started off so good. And then I saw a text from Jacob saying Hallie's Achilles just exploded.
Damn.
And I was just like, damn. I mean, you saw me during stream that night. I was
Yeah.
depressed.
Yeah, you were
We
literally.
were streaming that night, right, or after? After, yeah.
I would have thought it was your Achilles that was torn.
That's exactly what you told me that night on stream.
You know that's crazy. I don't have any recollection of that.
Yeah, Embiid been doing horrible on defense. Embiid's always been named as a good defender, but he's never really been a good defender.
He's never been. I mean, he's never been like all NBA level, but he's been good.
Been alright.
He's been. I would say
like-
good.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, he just doesn't move as well.
Understandable. But we'll run for another 5 minutes. Get your
Yeah,
final
that's fine.
questions in.
Yeah.
I got a long
wrap it
drive.
up.
I got a long drive ahead of me after this stream, so
I gotta eat dinner before
I'm
9.
starved. I haven't eaten since like noon.
We gotta feed you, Gio?
Yeah,
No, I'm not feeding you.
please.
Nope.
That's crazy.
Go get your own food.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Shout out to Anthony's mom. She's literally the goat.
Shout out.
Every now and then she comes in with some.
She didn't cook anything tonight. Maybe
Well,
tomorrow.
look, she's the goat regardless.
Yeah, maybe
Okay,
tomorrow.
because she
She is the
chefs it up,
She is
bro.
the goat.
I
Guys,
had this apple crisp from Anthony's mom. It was the best thing I ever had.
Guys, while you are here, while you are waiting to type in your final questions, join the playback room. We only have 6 of you in here right now. We need more of y'all. We're going to start streaming these probably next week
Yeah.
or the week after. Also, like the stream. Drop a like. It helps the algorithm. And
How many likes
everything
we
of
got
that
so far?
nature. You got to refresh the page because it's not always there.
I see 9.
Get us to double digits
Yeah, get us
right
to-
Bro, if I
now.
don't see 10 in the next second, I'm literally gonna come to your house and like it for you. So
That's very fair. Jack said W. Anthony's
Yeah,
mom.
man.
Naven said, "I just been realizing that Paul George shaped up this year's finals in a way." Yeah,
Why?
well, because Paul George was traded to the Clippers
Uh-huh.
for SGA and
Yeah.
a first round pick that turned out to be Jalen Williams.
Okay.
And then Paul George, did he get traded from the Pacers to the Thunder
Yes.
yes,
for something?
Oladipo.
For Oladipo.
Yeah.
Oladipo, I believe, turned into a first round pick that turned into someone. I forgot
something
exactly
like
who
that.
it
It's
was.
all connected.
It's all connected. Paul George is the hub.
Yeah.
And look, if the Clippers make the finals, then there's another Paul George
Yeah.
ism.
We're waiting for him to come back. Let's see what happens.
Crazy.
Gio.
Yeah. All right. So Leon said, which family has the most individual members that have won rings?
Well, I think he said it before. He
Ooh.
asked if the Antetokounmpo family is the first time 3 players from the same family have won a ring.
I believe it is.
So yeah, I would go with that family, Leon, 100%.
Unless there was like a father and son and a brother that's maybe won something, but I don't
know.
think so.
It'd probably be the Antetokounmpos right now.
It has to be, right?
Honestly.
They each have one, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool. Imagine being the parents. Like, that's
Yeah.
W.
You're just talking about Giannis the whole time, and the other two just sitting there like, I was there.
The nasty. #1 cheerleader.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. First burp of the stream.
Jack said, "How do I join the playback?"
All right, so what you're gonna do, Jack? You're gonna click the link that's in the chat. It's pinned. You should see it. It says "Join our playback room," and it's gonna take you to a site called Playback. You could also download the app on your phone, iPad, any mobile device.
Oh, he got it. He said, "Wait, never mind."
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, and basically you're just gonna join the room.
So am I able to live stream from my phone instead of coming down here to my laptop?
Thing is, you can. It's just the audio is really cooked, so it's better if you can just use the laptop from your room. You don't have to come down here.
Oh, so I just use laptop from my room from
Yeah.
playback. Oh, okay, fair.
And you don't even need
That
you don't even need the TV because we'll be watching the game from here.
Yeah.
The only thing I would recommend is get a USB mic. They're pretty cheap off Amazon, just to make it more higher
He
quality.
said more money.
Great.
Uh,
Oh, great.
yeah, if I'm gonna buy myself a better mic because the one I have broke.
Uh-huh.
So definitely do that. If you want to order one this weekend, that would be
Yeah.
a beautiful thing to do.
All right.
But
It's gotta be a USB-C mic.
well, you can get an adapter.
I could,
You just use the dongle
Yeah. We'll see.
because most mics aren't USB-C. You have to get the USB and just use that.
Okay. All right. Fair.
So I'm gonna order one for myself also.
We got it.
Guys, we're gonna stream for 2 more minutes. At 8:15, we are done. So get your final questions in now.
Yeah, we've been ready going for an hour and a half, almost 2.
It's freezing in here, by the way.
It is cold in here.
Jack said I just downloaded it. G, are we at double-digit likes?
We only have 9, bro.
Yo, whoever's not in this, Gio, did you like it?
I did.
Okay, good. Whoever's in the stream,
Yeah. Just one more like.
make sure you drop the
Just
like.
there.
We must get to 10, otherwise Gio's going to be very, very sad.
Or else
I'm on my way to your house right now.
or else Gio doesn't get to eat tonight.
Ooh, I'm getting rationed.
That's
Where are you
crazy.
gonna get food after?
We hit 10.
Literally your refrigerator, bro.
We hit 10.
We hit
Did we
10.
actually?
We
There it
actually
is.
hit 10.
Let's go.
Let's
Gio-
go. Shout
Gio-
out y'all, man.
Shout out
Gio
to the
gets
number
to,
10.
Gio gets to eat tonight.
Yo, you know, Anthony.
Crazy.
Yeah, you're canceled, buddy.
Bro, listen.
But listen, shout out to the person that got the 10th like.
Yeah.
There's a special place for you in my heart.
Whoever it was, thank you.
We're gonna
And
live
Gio.
stream more. We love it.
Gio, on my phone, it's showing 11.
Oh, even better.
I love that number.
Love that number.
Listen.
It's one of my favorites. So,
But, I mean, do you have any other final questions, Gio, for anything? Anyone? Any of us?
questions.
Nothing.
In the
We'll-
close off?
We'll see you in playback soon.
Yeah.
Jack just joined.
Perfect.
Shout out, Jack.
We're
Let's
gonna get
go,
more
Jack.
people in there.
We're also going to get the G of the week back tomorrow, too, when we do the
Yeah.
pods. So
It might be Jack, bro.
it could be. We're not going to
Yeah.
spoil anything.
It'll be
Yeah,
Jack.
I
Not
don't
gonna
know.
spoil anything.
Maybe.
It
Tune
could be,
in to
it
find
could be
out.
that other Kevin.
Oh, both.
No,
The
just
other
one.
We gotta
Kev.
choose
Just the
one.
other one.
We
The
gotta
other-
choose KVN.
The Kevin Zamora.
The Covenant.
Kevin.
But it is 8:15. I do think we are
Yeah,
going
we're
to
gonna wrap
close
it up.
up shop today because I got an hour drive ahead of me.
Yeah.
So obviously, yeah, boys, that was a fun stream. Good first stream back. Definitely very rusty, but we'll work on it. We'll
It'll be
get
fine.
there. And then tune in next week for playback when we do everything. Hopefully, G, you can find a quiet place to do playback.
Yeah,
if
I
you're
don't know
home.
if that'll happen, but
You'd
I'm
probably
gonna try my
have to
best.
come here
can
and just
come
sit
over.
here.
I probably will.
And
And
you're gonna
then-
wait outside in your car the whole
I'll just do it in my car.
time.
That's crazy. Imagine like you down here, Antoine upstairs,
That'd be
me
kinda-
at home.
I'm gonna be like, hey Gio, can you bring me up something to eat?
This is crazy. Now I'm his literal like.
That's crazy.
his,
You're his
like,
maid
what's the word?
service.
I
His
don't know.
maid servant.
Yeah, right.
But Antoine, do you have anything to say to the viewers before we head on out of here?
Nothing. We love you all. We appreciate you guys. Hopefully, we will meet you all one day.
One day.
But that is, a mighty task.
Mighty task indeed. Jack just put in the chat W in the playback chat. So shout out you, Jack.
Let's go, Jack.
And yeah, Gio, do you have anything else to say to the guys and gals?
Nah, man.
I get to eat
I'm
tonight.
good. That's it.
I
Yeah,
get to eat.
yeah, I
tonight.
get to eat tonight.
Get to eat
I get
tonight.
to go throughout
Yeah.
Anthony's fridge and take all the goodies.
There's nothing in the fridge, by the way. Okay, so you're gonna be looking for.
That's cool, man.
You'll be looking for crap.
But we hope you all enjoyed the stream. Thank you all for watching. We love you all endlessly. Before we actually end, Jack said, "What are you guys eating for dinner?" I'm probably just gonna stop
Well,
at Wendy's or something.
I ate already, so I'm good.
I meal prep.
I had some Trader Joe's, some tater tots. They have
just
really
that,
fire
just
food.
tater tots for dinner.
No, I forgot. I had They also have mini hot dogs that are really good too.
Mini hot dogs.
Yeah, but I didn't have a lot though because I gotta
Mini hot dogs.
watch everything.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Leon's watching from the UK. It's 1 a.m.
When I go to
Oh,
sleep,
shout out to
bro.
Leon.
So
Nah,
yeah,
Be-
get,
go
get
to
some
Stay
good
awake with
Z's,
us,
Have a
bro.
man.
good
Stay
night.
awake. Why not?
Get some good Z's.
Nah, yeah, get some Z's.
But yeah, we
But
appreciate
wait,
you.
I'm eating. Wait, let me
Yeah.
just say what I'm eating, bro.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A.
No, not Chick-fil-A. I haven't eaten that in the past like month, bro.
Good for you.
All right, so I'm
You
having.
stopped eating 5 sandwiches every day.
You know,
So,
hey,
Gio,
He's got you there.
FYI, so Gio would
He's got you
bring
there.
a bag of Chick-fil-A. So I'm like, all right, you got a nice meal, man. Bro, hits out stacks of 4 sandwiches.
that's
on
such
each other.
cat.
You literally said you had 4 sandwiches in there.
No, it's only 2.
No, it was 4.
I only
two.
get 2 sandwiches.
That's such a
Only
lot.
2.
He's
I think you were just capping on his
listen.
behalf.
For your information, Gio takes up 5 lanes on a highway.
dude.
Anyway,
Anthony.
just say what you were saying so we can get out of here.
Anyways, for dinner tonight, I meal prepped ground beef, avocado,
Free
sweet
shavacado?
roasted sweet potatoes. Yeah, free shavacado.
Free
Yeah.
shavacado?
What else? Corn, peas, all together. It's gonna be
I'm glad you
Chef's
can. I'm
kiss.
glad you can
That's
go to.
W.
I'm glad you can go to the bathroom because you said peas.
what?
I'm glad you can go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Okay,
bro,
anyways.
like, come on, bro. Like, those
Anyways,
are bad.
that,
those are
that- I
bad
think
jokes.
that's probably our cue. So we hope you all enjoyed today's stream. Thank you all for watching. We love you all endlessly. Also, shout out to all people that have served because it
Yes,
is Veterans
happy
Day.
Veterans Day,
Yeah.
very good.
So thank you to all that have served in our country and those that will serve. I hope Nico Harrison enjoys La Cancunville until he
Yeah.
inevitably gets offered a job with the Los Angeles Lakers. And
That's insane.
That's what he wanted the whole time.
could you imagine? And yeah, as far as the rest goes, Giovanni Squatteri just wrote a love letter to Rudy Gobert.
No.
And
What
we will
are you
see-
talking about, bro?
What do you mean? It's just the truth, bro. And
Don't forget, he just got fired from being Nico's assistant because he got canned too.
no, did you get canned? Or are you still working?
Are you his agent? You trying to get him to New York?
Look,
for
he
the
can't.
Knicks?
He can't say yet. He'll talk about it tomorrow on the pod.
Get him.
So-
Get him to Guangdong with Russ.
As far as scheduling
You know what?
goes
I'm
for the
not gonna.
as far as scheduling goes for the rest of the week, we
Oh.
will see you guys either on Friday or Saturday with the full episode 83. We're gonna sell stock in 15 different players. I'll send you guys the teams when we're done,
Yeah.
and we'll figure out what we want to do stream wise, whether we stream on here or playback or all at the same time. Because obviously, if we stream watch alongs, it'll be on YouTube as well, but just the overlay, no game, because we're not getting copyright striked.
Yeah.
So we'll see you all later this week, and have a good night, guys.
Deuces.
Peace out.